Cues from you?
Okay, we got 4200. How's work?
Joyous.
Excellent. I saw you were not a fan of that other carbon tower, that small carbon tower you were working.
30 inch.
We're live. All right. Sorry to interrupt you. Hello, welcome to Weave-Blight. I'm your DM for this evening and Tuesday evenings in general, as it has been.
Looks like Comic-Con got you.
And then, welcome to the show. We stream every Tuesday somewhere between 5 and 6 p.m. as a start time, and we do Weave-Blight, which is a homebrew campaign that I have created, which we have a few players in. Some have been in, some have been out, but mostly we have a good time, and they are trying to defend themselves from the Weave-Blight. If you're watching this for the first time, or if you're kind of new here, or if you're watching it because you always watch it, which would be cool, but I know that you don't, you can check us out on Wednesdays as well at 5 p.m. for Oceanbound, which is a campaign where I trade spots with that handsome bald fellow over there, and he DMs a pretty sick high seas piracy type campaign. And I play a very all over the place genie warlock, which is fun. So yeah, welcome. We're gonna dive on in. Last we left off. What? Dive on in. Dive on in. Anyway, terrible. Thanks for doing that. Because I have squirrel brain. We last left off. We are in the town of the Crossroads, which was under siege, heavily burned and assaulted. Most people there were murdered, but our heroes managed to jump in towards the end of the siege and save a little over 20 people, plus a lord of the town who has sheltered himself inside of his keep with his servants. They fought off the last of the people who were coming in to murder, and saved some folks. Decided that they were going to explore the sanitarium inside of the Crossroads, this thought to be hospital safe haven for those afflicted with Weave-Blight, this wild magic disease, only to find that those who were imprisoned were mostly experimented on and basically melted down for their gooey bits. Now,
the swimming pool, this stuff too.
Yes, yeah, they have fully explored the main level, which is mostly found to be the prison area, freed a good chunk of the creatures within, some of the cells left with dead bodies, ash piles, things of that nature. The upper level was cleared out last session, found to have some assassin bugs, some gnarly creature that was left in one of the experimentation cells within the upper level. They handled it pretty well, and basically found a mechanism that led from the chamber upstairs into the main level, kind of rained all the gooey bits down into the pool of the main level. So they explored the main level and found out that there are these kind of voracious mutated fish within the pool that seem to swarm and react and try to eat whatever interacts with the pool. Sure, yeah, I'll take something. Pepsi if you got it.
Cherries are cold.
That's great. I'll do that. Thanks. And then they left the pool to be what it was. Just sort of burned as many of the fish as they could before the fish got smart and decided that they weren't going to eat fire. But the pool exists within the main level, and our heroes left the sanitarium to get some rest, kind of lick their wounds a little bit, and also see if they could cure one of our heroes, Rain, of his Weave-Blight.
Oh, I like mine.
only to speed up and or enhance the mutation. And Rain then grew 2 more arms, as well as kind of become a little gooey. He's got some clear gel that kind of sticks out and covers his skin a little bit. He has no more hair on his body, but this gooey, clear muck all over him and 2 extra arms. That's kind of where we left off. I think the plan was being discussed to allow Rain a day to kind of train or figure out how we could best use his extra appendages, as his brain already seems to naturally kind of want to move them in involuntary ways as we do our normal arms. So that was last discussed, but that leaves us at the question of what would you all like to do?
If I had to try to come up with an idea, how much liquid was in that area, how much would I say it was, gallons-wise?
Gallons for that area?
Yeah. For where the stuff's going.
Give me 1 moment, I can get that for you. Give me just an overall intelligence check.
Intelligence or alchemy?
Intelligence.
It is a fluid.
It's worth a shot, but
16.
16. Yeah, you'll get a pretty accurate estimate.
Is it warm down there?
Warm? A little bit. Not like crazy though.
Catch me a pencil.
So I'm not
You can turn the little thing on if we
Yeah,
want.
if you want to turn the fan on. It's not a lot because it doesn't have. I don't. Well, let me just see. If you want, you can open up the lid, toss that in there, turn it on, it'll close up a bit. Or if you need, I can do that while you're getting that set up.
Yeah. Oh, I don't mean to hand it down.
Yeah.
What's that? Divided by that equals that. That is, let's see here. Let me say convert cubic feet into gallons.
Get some of this water out there because there's a little too much water left in it.
I thought it would have.
Evaporated some, like none did.
All right, Dave, when you get back, go ahead and roll me a d6, please.
3.
Okay, nice. Okay. You're thinking that there's probably around like 130,000 gallons, probably in that area. That's a lot.
So my ability to potentially destroy 30 gallons of water wouldn't really do much.
You're not thinking so.
I mean, long term, but I don't know how much this even has water, how much that would even be helpful.
You weren't 100% certain how deep it was either, but you're just kind of guesstimating based on the size of each level that you've been on, which has been kind of like the 15-ish, like 12 to 15 feet
Right.
deep, and then that area.
Yeah, but no, because the thing is not really gonna do much if the tube's filled with water.
Pull up the stream so that I can see where our map is. Take that, missed, bitch.
Just smack.
Hit it from the back and
Schmack.
Alright. Anyways, of course it's got my fucking map on there now because I'm stupid.
No, it's not super cool. And the camera's super zoomed out, probably like right in front of Jesse's face and your dad's face and your face right now.
Good.
So that's good.
Very good.
I'm okay with that.
No, it's fine.
Any adjustments you need?
I'm chilling for now. When I see it all. Oh, hey, we got volume. It's definitely in front of Jesse and my dad's face, which is hilarious. But we can just kind of do this little. Let's do this one. Lefty loosey, friends.
Yeah, that would be helpful too, but not really. You can also do purified food and drink, non-magical food or drink within a 5-foot radius, centered on a point you choose. It is purified and rendered free of poison and disease.
That's not okay at all. I did not fix the issue.
Just do that to character, we'll be okay.
Just start hitting large chunks of it, but I don't think that's really going to help anything. I can try though. We're taking the day down, because that is one of my spells. Just don't think that it's going to do anything. But you know what?
Nope, it's still in those fucking frames. Motherfucker! Oh, I know why. Because it used to go over the top of there, didn't it? Briefly. You've also pulled it back before too.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, you'd have to drop that arm to get it lower. And twist it around. Yeah, usually I have it coming down about that angle there. Ish. You're just trying to get a lot more stuff.
Yeah, maybe I'll just keep it over near me. And then I will point it at the map. I don't care if it's in my face. I don't matter.
You can go see what happens. Nothing else.
That'll work. Ish. Until I want to fuck with it more.
You might want to turn it just a little bit. So it can be down pretty well. Yeah. Right. You don't have to turn that. Just literally flick the camera.
Oh.
Just yeah. Probably
Oh.
like that. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
something like that.
It's still behind it. I'm sure. Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, if you guys want to spend the day practicing with your new arms,
Yeah.
getting accustomed to your size, so with that, I would like to go back though
Yes.
and just go in.
Yes.
Go to the first chamber. Like
The
go
main
in,
level.
Main level over through those first doors that just it's doors open to the ooze.
There's the first door, and then
That door there.
you
Yeah.
hang the left, and it's straight into the ooze. Yeah.
I would like to open that up. And I'd like to in terms of purification protocols. So I will take a vial filled with a specific mixture, kind of throw it in, and it shatters, and everything within 5 foot radius sphere is purified and rendered free of poison and disease. I just want to see if, like, try to get it inside there and just create a 5 foot bubble of pure water if I can. See what happens.
Absolutely.
I know it's not going to do a lot.
Is
It's
this
basically a 10-foot cube. That.
and
5 foot
this
radius.
is still the bottom level?
This is the main level.
Main level.
Yeah.
We haven't gone down yet. No.
Okay. But we went up.
We went up and cleared out the upper.
Okay.
We haven't gone down yet.
Just in there by yourself. Do you have anything else with you? It's just you.
The meeting needs to be there, and if either of you guys wanted to come for a moment, literally just going to take a minute just to go glance. I guess if nothing else, Eileen will be there. Just watching. At a distance, making sure everybody stays back.
Right.
And I'm at max range, which is 10 foot, so not that far off. But
That roll. Whoop, as I fucking throw dice, apparently. Sounds easy.
10 foot, it's 5 foot radius sphere, so I'm only 5 feet away from the effects. I'd like everybody else to be further back.
Right. They're there with you. Go ahead and roll me a d4, please.
2. Two of them died.
No. Blute and Xylea both are poisoned. You go to cast the purification protocol, and the water immediately reacts. Like, starts to fizzle, and instead of like popping into the air or anything like that, you watching it see this like green nova of just energy kind of burst out. And it doesn't seem super large, but it goes just about as far as you can see in the space that you're in to the walls. And it hits the walls and it just sort of fizzles out. But after that happens, Blue can let you know that it does not feel good. It just kind of feels sick to its stomach. Xylea would say the same.
I can dismiss him and then pull him back in.
Yep, you pull him back in. His condition's gone. Xylea's is not. But that little sphere, once you've done that, does seem that there's
I know it's going to immediately mix back in.
waterish liquid,
Mhm.
but yeah, it just sort of diffuses back into the rest of the pool.
I'm going to tell her to get out because it did seem to somewhat affect it. Everybody get the fuck back.
Get the fuck back.
And stuff.
It's a magic attack. I don't know. I don't know.
This dude I watch sometimes, it's always just real quick tidbits I post on the
He's
field.
immune to Blute is actually immune to poison and the poison condition.
Geblute is.
But Blute was fine.
Yeah.
So Blute will stay within sight of me,
Okay.
so that he can react if I am attacked.
So he can be like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet away from you to see you, or you can
And they
even
can
post
see.
him up
I want to
out
see.
here.
No, I want them to see from the door, so they can go outside of the building, and he can be right at that corner where he can see me, and they can see him. So he's gonna flutter. And
So are you
freak
standing
out.
at this corner purifying over here?
I have to be standing. I
Right
pretty
next
much
to
have to
it?
be standing right here.
Yeah.
He would be like right here where he can see me,
Yeah.
and they can see him through the door.
Yeah.
So I'm because I can stand right here.
So
and
Gabloot
hit
will
it.
be 25 feet away from you, and then Blue will be out with Xylia at the entrance.
Yeah. And then I'll go out, and then I guess I'll try it a few more times. If we're not doing anything else today, cast it again.
Absolutely. All right. Do it, and there's a little bit of a fizzle, but then the water just sort of fuses back into the pool.
But it does seem to somewhat destroy some like a 10-foot sphere.
Yeah, it seems like that
Of
the
the
magic in it
toxins.
just seems to, yeah, disappear.
Cast it again.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me a d10, please.
Three.
3. So, let's see here. You appear in the hallway. You're just teleported away as once again the pool kind of sizzles and boils, and then there's this like purplish sulfuric pop in front of you, and then you're standing in the hallway next door. You recognize it pretty immediately because you can see the prison cells off in the distance. You're just teleported into the next room, basically.
I will go back and cast it for the fourth and final time.
Immediately, like you cast that, and this whole area just all of a sudden there's like a grayish wind that comes out of the boiling, and a fog cloud appears all around you and throughout the area.
This is in that. We'll leave and close the door. So it may not have been entirely as planned, but it looks like I destroyed at least a little bit of the substance, so I can slowly dilute it. Unless it has the ability to grow, that means anytime we have down days, I can destroy 4 10-foot spheres of this. So that's helpful.
That is good.
And then, yeah, let's go back to doing reserve.
Just a quick question, because I missed the last couple. So, well, we went here for the one, and then I missed the last one. Did we level?
Yes. Yeah, you should be leveled. I know I adjusted maybe one thing on your sheet. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just curious. I was going through, and I got stuff I didn't.
Yeah, you leveled. So I advanced you one level, but you might want to go through and edit just to see if there's any choices you have to make. I don't think I made any for you.
I think there was 2 skills or knowledges or something.
You need to pick languages, I think, or something like that.
No, Cobalt Soul skill in the language. Okay. I'm sorry, I just said something like extort truth, and then like I have advantage on like deception and something else. I just Just looking through.
Yeah.
David, I just picked something on here, and it said, "Now I lost my background feature." And it will pop up. It said, "I lost my background feature."
Did you pick something from your background feature?
Probably.
Yes. Yeah, so if you pick like a skill that your background feature gave you, then it'll drop off of the background feature and you can pick a different skill from your background feature, basically.
So if you manage character, go to background, then it should have something that needs to be adjusted. Backgrounds are going to be interesting. I
Yeah,
like some of the ideas.
some of the ideas.
I really like the idea. So they're talking about just like a kind of revamp. I honestly feel like D&D 1 is like 3rd edition and 3.5,
Yeah,
and 5th edition and 5.5 basically is 1.
yeah.
But instead of, because you know they've been pushing away from like having skills on or ability score adjustments on races, so that you're not kind of pigeonholed and like you're like, oh, I want to do a warrior, I have to be an orc or a dwarf because I need the strength, you know, something.
Or
Yeah, or like a
Goliath.
barbarian, something like, yeah, or like a Goliath, something like that. So what they're doing is they're instead adding ability score adjustments to backgrounds. So the background you have will adjust your ability score. I still kind of like it, just a free flow set like adjustment kind of, but it works okay with backgrounds because you can still customize everything to your background. But then also every background comes with a feat as well. But they adjusted feats to where there's leveled feats now.
Yep.
So it's not just like you actually have like prerequisites like level, like so.
Can't
all
take a certain
the,
feat.
like all those main ones are first levels, but there's some like cool ones. Like I really like the healer feat. If you have the healer's kit, you can basically, I could like walk up to you and go like healer's kit as an action, and then you would spend a hit dice, and like your hit dice are d10s. I would roll it and add my bonus, so it'd be like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You get 11 hit points. And then the second feature for the healer's feat is if you roll a 1, you can re-roll it. Anytime you cast a spell or use the healer's battle or battle medic
That's cool.
option,
That's
you can
awesome.
re-roll 1. It's really cool.
Really cool.
So that is pretty nice. Other ones are interesting. Inspiration is interesting. If you're a human, you at the end of every long rest you gain inspiration.
There we go.
And then there's a bardic option where anytime you take a short rest, you can play music and grant inspiration to somebody.
Oh, that's cool.
But then at the end of a long, or anytime you finish a long rest, you lose all inspiration. You also, anytime you roll a natural 20 on a d20 check, you gain inspiration.
Sure, that's cool.
I don't like that spells don't crit. And it says, it goes through and it says, if you are doing a weapon or an unarmed strike and you roll 20, it's a critical hit, it does damage. So in theory, spells don't crit anymore. I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like getting crit spells.
If you have to have a spell attack roll, they crit.
But yeah, it's just in the new edition, they're trying to get rid of that. Which I can get because there are certain things like,
Oh, like fireball. I mean,
well, fireball you don't have to, you don't spell attack roll.
Yeah.
It's a save, so there's no crit chance. It has to be something that you actually attack with. So.
Oh, like magic missiles or something? Not even
Yeah,
that.
No, magic missile, like Eldritch Blast.
No.
Eldritch Blast, you have to make an attack roll for it. Magic missiles just hit. They condense spell lists, so there's no longer sorcerer, druid, wizard spell lists, stuff like that. They just have arcane, divine, and primal. So sorcerer, wizard, warlock, and bard all use the same spell lists, which is interesting because I want to see how that plays out because they said bard uses the arcane spell list, but I didn't see any healing on the spell list. So I'm like, did you remove the ability to heal from bards?
Yeah, weird.
And then the divine spell list is just paladins and clerics. And then the druids and rangers get primal. but it'd be weird if Bard just lost Healing Word, which was originally just a Bard spell.
Which is just Bardic, yeah.
And then they added it to other clerics. But that was literally specifically a Bard spell initially.
Hey, hope you feel better, friend.
Yeah. Pat him on the back. Good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
Thank you. But yeah, so you experiment with that for a little bit. Reeg and Rain are going to do some training. Rain, what are you wanting to do with your arms? Have you thought about? Are you just trying to get
More attacks?
full kind of capacity
Yeah.
over them? Just really try and think.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to be faster with them, basically. Get another attack with them.
Right. We'll add them to attacks that I would make in a round.
Are you going to do just all attacks, or are you going to do a shield? I like the idea of you having a shield and not getting punched in the face as much.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a...
Double shield.
You don't really gain an extra bonus, but yeah, you could,
No.
because you can do. The cool thing is you could do shield, rapier, and then short sword and something else.
Scimitar.
Yeah, short sword, scimitar.
Yeah.
You could do longbow, sword and shield.
That would be interesting.
True. I was thinking longbow, rapier, scimitar, but that shield would be a good thing to have.
I don't know if you've seen this yet, Alex. I'm going to send it to you.
Send it. Full send, baby. Reeg.
It's weird seeing myself on the chat and I'm like, yep, that's me, all bald and weird.
You're like, who the fuck is that
Who's
bald
that
guy?
sitting in my Oh, that's me.
So being bald's weird now?
Yeah, it's always been fucking weird.
But he doesn't have a beard to...
Get that in.
I'm damn near bald myself. I shaved my freaking head.
Well, at least you, well,
I'm not
yours will
changing
grow
my
back,
state.
and at least you've been to enjoy yours most of your life. Like, for real, my shit was coming out in high school. Like, I'd comb my hair in the morning, come down, comb would be full of hair.
Relatively
Like, by the time I was
similar idea.
22, I think, or something,
That's
the
a-
last few
that's a-
pictures of me with it, you can tell I'm
Oh,
doing
yeah.
the comb forward, trying to fall denial.
I didn't realize
Right.
that
And then finally,
The
I
brown
just,
playable
yeah.
race. That's sick.
That was back before, you know, it
Wanna
was
play
so
a-
common.
is it a
It'd be
Dawa?
like sitting in a restaurant or bar, and girls would
One of
come,
the
oh my
penguin
god,
race?
let me rub your head. I'm just like,
I've not seen that.
Right?
but now,
it's a
but now
penguin
No,
race.
don't
It's a
stop.
creature.
It is a creature. Yeah, I've seen it as a creature. but-
About
Yeah.
there. You're just about there. Just keep going.
Like, it just reminds me of fucking Jawas. Like, it's amazing.
They have Astral Elf,
Yeah.
the Auto Gnome, which is like Warforged but gnomes kind of,
Yeah.
and they get like a bunch of tools.
what?
They have the GIF.
You're a tool.
They have Hadozi, which are interesting because they're like monkey people, but they have like gliding wings,
Oh, yeah.
and then they also
Should be
have
like monkeys.
dexterous feet,
Like Wizard of Oz monkeys.
and it allows you to. It says you can manipulate an item, or you can use an item as a bonus action
With your feet.
with your feet. Then they have plasmoids. Now the plasmoids are the ooze people.
Right.
And in them, they get try to see what the trait is. So they get a trait that's similar to the feet thing, if it'll load. They're amorphous, so it's kind of cool because you can turn yourself into a blob. You can go through any space that's at least like an inch wide. Just go through anything like that. And then you can use an action to give yourself arms and a basic head and like legs to wield items. But it doesn't want to get just a freeze on me apparently. I pulled up on the other ones, no issue. As soon as I pull up this one. Well, basically they have this the ability to make a basically like a tendril that's like 10 foot, and you can like manipulate basic things. But it says you can manipulate objects up to certain pounds, but you can't use magic items. It specifically says that. Now the funny thing with that is that it's in the same exact book as the Hat OZ that says you can manipulate items,
Right.
which means in theory you can. What is it? It's as a okay, it's part of shape self. But as a bonus action, you can extrude a pseudopod that is 6 inches wide and 10 feet long, or reabsorb it into your body.
Nice.
As part of the same action, you can use a pseudopod to manipulate an object, open or close a door, container, or pick up a sit-down tiny item. The pseudopod contains no sensory organs. It can't activate magic items or lift more than 10 pounds. But it specifically says it can't activate magic items. The Hado Z one, though, it just says, as a bonus action, you can use your feet to manipulate an object, open or close a door, or pick up or set down a tiny object.
Yeah.
So in theory, manipulate an object means you could potentially use a bonus action to activate a magic item. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. Plus, they're just brutal. Hado Z resilience. The magic that runs through your veins heightens your natural defenses. When you take damage, you can use a reaction to roll a d6. Add your proficiency bonus to the number rolled and reduce the damage you take by amount equal to that total number, minimum of 0 damage. You can use number of traits equal to your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
So, and then it comes back when you finish long rest. So, not crazy, but still, when you get up there, you have that +6. You could be effectively 6 times per day, reducing the damage by up to 12.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little bit of resistance.
Yeah.
Are they going to tack this into D&D Beyond at all, or?
It is indeed even. This is Spelljammer stuff.
Oh, so it's a new thing?
That's
Oh.
stuff that just came out, yeah.
So,
I guess I didn't.
so arms. You're thinking do like a shield and then bow and a weapon, a two-handed weapon and another weapon.
Oh, because you're not.
You could do like a two-handed weapon and 2 small weapons.
Yeah, that's right. You don't have
You finesse,
sword anymore, or short sword, because it was no good video. I forgot.
Yeah.
because you're all finesse, right? You could do fucking 4 weapons if you wanted.
I'd do the shield and 2 rapiers and a scimitar as well.
Yeah.
You could also do you could do rapier, scimitar, dagger, and then that way, if you need to, you can throw the dagger.
It's true too.
I also have hand axe, which would throw.
Hand axes, but they're not finesse, I don't think.
No,
Those are strength-based weapons. Yeah.
probably a dagger.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do like
Because those are
2
heavy
daggers. Rapier,
Make
short
that an extra
sword.
dagger because I don't think you have any. But I mean, I
Let me
could
check.
transfer.
Like I had one?
I have a couple of friggin' hand axes.
Oh, I probably have darts.
Oh yeah, darts. You can trade hand axes for daggers easily enough. The town's got plenty
Yeah.
from what you've salvaged.
I have a dagger.
I don't know why I would have 2 hand axes, but
Starting equipment.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have one.
We have a glaive,
I don't think so.
longbow, spear. Yeah. Nothing else of significance. We attempt to make more daggers.
Like I said, they probably have them for trade in
Yeah.
Yeah, they could get that done for sure.
Pretty hand axe. A couple hand axes for
A couple hand axes for a few daggers. Let's see.
Cool. I can then probably get try and find 6 of them and see if we can actually kind of half juggle with them for dexterity training.
Right.
It's your fucking forearms, Joel. You juggle a lot. Forearms.
You should be able to trade 2 hand axes for 5 daggers, based off the cost.
Yeah. Yep. Easy enough. So if you wanted to do that, good.
Yeah.
Easy, baby. Get that done. So with that, so you're kind of mostly focusing, like, you do want one to kind of be a shield, it seems.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, one be a shield.
Rapier, scimitar, and a dagger.
Rapier, scimitar, dagger. Go ahead and give me. I'll need an athletics check, an acrobatics check.
18. Acrobatics check.
Yep.
25.
Okay. Give me. I mean, those are really, really good. Give me a Constitution saving throw at the end.
16.
Yeah, absolutely. Taking the day with Reeg's help. Reeg, why don't you go ahead, roll me acrobatics.
Arnold Schwarzenegger over here.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty much. Acrobatics.
Keep trying to think of Brock Sampson from the Venture Brothers. Athletics?
Acrobatics on that one.
Acrobatics.
Oh, you could have rolled your first roll with advantage, by the
Oh,
way,
yeah.
because it's strength based.
6 and 8.
24.
Yeah.
14.
And then give me athletics.
Yeah, the first roll was actually a 22.
So 22 and 25.
22 and
22.
Yeah, absolutely. And then just for shits and giggles, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw at the end. Just for shits and giggles. Die. It's not super hard, but if you roll like that, it might be.
I mean, why not? Why not? Did you really? Nine.
Yeah, unfortunately. You will suffer 1 level of exhaustion on your down day, but it'll come back after you rest.
Oh, yeah, big bunny. What's up with
But
that?
for real though, so the thing is, like, you guys are training out
Because I'm so
outside. There's a big courtyard area. There's the road. People are still kind of rebuilding and setting stuff up. They've got people patrolling, but a lot of them will like kind of stop what they're doing and kind of watch you guys spar. And you're going for good chunks of the day. You'll take a break. But, Reeg is like just fucking going, like pop, 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 and like trying to kick around the shield and get to you, and you're kind of deflecting and just kind of whacking him, you know. But you're surprised, like Rain's taken to his arms really well and is able to like kind of deflect shots, and he's already predicting with his secondary arms where you're going to be and surprising you because you're like, fuck, you know, I'm used to people with 2 fucking arms, not 4. But you're having a blast. You kind of over push yourself. By about nightfall, you're like, oh, fuck, you know, and just feeling it. But yeah, you're pretty confident that you're going to be proficient with your new appendages in this fashion. Like, you're wielding the shield well, your brain's already kind of predicting where blows are coming, and you're manipulating your attacks around the shield well. So you're not getting in your own way or getting tangled up, cutting yourself or anything. But yeah, some good rolls. You succeed on that for sure. Is there anything else that you would like to do, Mist, for your day?
I would like to craft.
Craft it up. Craft that mac and cheese. What is this bag? Is this trash?
Is it trash?
It's got stuff in it. Oh, it's your fudge.
The fudge.
It's your fudge. your fudge. I basically hoard out your booth, and you got free fudge for it.
By the way, that was all totally on them as well. I'm gonna let them know as well. I don't want them to think like it was just because like we're cool with them. The fact that they won, whatnot, like.
No,
It was
made
Thousand
shit, I'm
Faces.
sure.
It was like, absolutely, these people like took
Yeah.
it, and I was like, okay,
Yeah. No, and I'll definitely put that forth. Rebecca knows better.
yeah,
She's smart. She knows.
they know that was.
And
I
they're-
don't want them to think there's an asterisk fight, you know.
No, they're humble. They're very kind people. They know.
Well, my sways,
So.
you're not a kind person.
No, the fact that they were completely
Kind
decked out.
of an asshole.
Rebecca from Corral.
Yeah.
One of her friends, Haley, and then another one of their friends.
I think it's her mom. Haley's
That's
mom.
not. That's Haley's mom. Okay, I was gonna say it's not Rebecca's mom because I know Rebecca's mom. Yeah, that's Haley's mom, and yeah, they came in as the fairy godmothers from like Cinderella,
Oh, nice.
the red, blue, and green,
The good fairies.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
like wands, and just fully decked out,
Great,
like
yeah.
perfectly made to match them. I was just like,
The big thing was like they were playing around like the whole time, even when they were in line waiting, like they were constantly just in character.
yeah.
That's cool.
I would like to try to make some healing potions.
Healing potions. Absolutely. Go ahead and give me alchemy, herbalism, alchemy.
Alchemy.
Totally fine. Potion crafting.
13.
13. You can get one. You've been pretty good. Anything exceptionally, you can pump out a couple more, but you know what you're doing at this point.
Everybody has a healing potion on them, yes?
I believe I have 2.
You've been handing them out like candy, bruv.
Oh no,
Yes.
it's, I just have 1.
Just have one.
Yeah.
Why don't both of you guys take one more?
Okay.
Take them off my sheet so make sure you have 2 each. You click on potion of healing,
Yep.
and then just quantity. Cool. Yeah. Cool. I guess we're done with the town, so let's leave.
During the day, also, I will have.
I'd rather just have the fucking skeleton ready. I don't give a fuck what you do.
The Blute is going to keep an eye on this building and make sure nobody comes or goes. And Blute is going to do laps around the town, just watching for the new people, how they're fitting in, what's going on. And if I could, I would like to get.
Notes disappear. There we go. Here's some notes.
I would like to get Dig Resh to assist me and just kind of be here because I'm working on potions and see if I can figure out anything that you may know.
Sure, yeah. Yeah.
Just try to get more knowledge on him. I want to work with him more because he's the only aberrant, and I don't know much about aberrants. We're going to be fighting with aberrants.
Right. Yeah. I'll give you some help. Just kind of. You'll notice, like, as you're kind of working on things, it doesn't really communicate much, but you'll kind of like physically get excited when things are working kind of in your favor. Go ahead and roll your herbalism with advantage. Or alchemy with
18.
advantage. 18.
Too much.
Not quite, but you do feel pretty good with his help. It definitely seems like he's offering assistance more than just what a normal standby would offer. Like it definitely feels like something magical is in there. Give me an Arcana check.
Because I was going to say, the other thing I'd like to do is maybe do
know the makings on him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want to pop out and know the makings, because that'll give it to you.
Understand the makings, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do the Arcana check first, because let's see.
Might as
Where
well.
at. My Arcana is not super great, so that's another 8
Yeah.
off the 20. Goes on the 20 on the edge and
Onto
then
the
falls
8.
over the 8.
Go figure.
So it's 15? Yeah, 15.
15. So you would know that this creature is definitely a creature of servitude, and then know the making. You would understand that whatever happened to him, he has effectively become a gazer, and through know the making, you would understand that you have access to a spell that can make this creature serve you as a familiar.
Yeah, if that's the case, then I would like to definitely
Do the find familiar on him?
another scroll. Well, yeah, I'd have to make a scroll for it. I have to make spell scrolls, basically.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Or it's, I have to make a spell tattoo, spell out tattoo of it,
Right.
because you can't have scrolls, but you can have tattoos. It's like, okay.
Makes
Sure.
perfect sense. Right.
I feel like making a spell scroll would be so much easier than making a tattoo, but I don't like those. But yeah, so I can do that. I can do that.
Bless you.
Yeah, so I'll have to wait till the morning to do that. But I can do that in the morning.
Do it. So, anything else for the rest of your day, or are you all slipping it off?
But yeah, I'm just making motion, working with that, figuring out what I can do with that. And then, yeah, like I said, I am going to send somebody off looking for any sorts of seeing if any of the new people we let out, particularly friend/wings, really want to keep an eye on friend. Keep an eye on Blank, the undead tree walker. Keep an eye on Miraquan, just see how they're doing.
Absolutely. Miraquan's definitely patrolling. Blank is just patrolling as well, and it looks like High Pal is definitely just sort of like following him around. So they're both kind of patrolling, but they're close together in a pair. Every now and then you'll see Blank kind of like stop and talk, just kind of like almost looks like he's chuckling to himself and keep walking. Give me investigation checks. Give me one roll first for wings.
16?
16, yeah. Friend is mostly going in and out of houses with a lot of the town folk and like helping rebuild. Seems to be perfectly friendly. It seems like the townsfolk are getting along with him just fine.
Do they seem to be acting normally? Because I know he has the ability to kind of push his will on other people.
Give me an insight check.
I rolled a 6, so that gives me a 6.
Seems like they're acting totally normal. Another investigation check.
That's a natural 1 for 8.
Natural 1 for 8. Fucking. You had one other dude. Oh, I wanted to. That's what it was. Looks like Karen is starting to feel like she can move around and be a little more useful, and is kind of insisting on it. And Chadicus and Delwyn have kind of taken to getting her back to her full capacities. She's just wanting to keep busy at this point. Not really talking to anybody other than those two. Keep them busy. Okay. But yeah, that's about it. You'll take a rest.
I would go and feed some of the people. So there's the demon female. She ate last time.
Yep, she'll eat.
The dead dude didn't eat last time, right?
That dude did not eat.
The green dragonborn was dead. Face down guy was dead. The blue insect, he ate last time, right?
Yeah.
So I'll feed him. So it's 2. The blue dragonborn, was he dead? Or did he? I think
No.
I force fed him and he reacted slightly, right?
Yeah, he was weak and you fed him, but he wasn't even fully conscious. You could just tell that he...
I put him on a water drip
Yeah,
and fed him.
yeah. And it seems like he's doing better physically, but he's still mostly just unconscious. He's responsive, but he's not awake.
I want to feed him and hook him up on more water. I would also like to cast a 2nd level Cure Wounds on him.
Sure, if that helps at all.
Second level healing injection, so heat 9, 10, 15 hit points back to him.
You give him an injection. You can tell his body responds positively to it. Doesn't look like anything crazy happens to him. Still very much unconscious, though.
Okay. Fat stone dude still hasn't adjusted at all, right?
Nope, he's still in the same position.
The 2 pale humanoids, I'll give them each a cube. Each they have water. The dinosaur, give water to.
Dinosaur will have it.
And the only one is the displacer beast is the only other one, right?
Yep.
I'll give him food as well. Or a cube as well. So I'll give all them that day.
Very good. Excellent.
How do you guys feel about releasing the 2 humanoids? They are clergymen, in theory.
Fine with it.
What do we know of them?
Are there notes about them?
They seem to be pale all over, kind of dead-looking eyes. So I think they've gone the way of High Pal / Tree Walker, Blank. So we're probably along that, but Blank seems to be doing fine. don't really know much more at all about it, so.
Say, let him out, but let the guard know. Keep an eye on him. Since we don't really know that much about him.
God should be keeping an eye on all the new people, but yeah, everybody.
Specifically them, because we don't know anything about how they're going to react.
Wow.
Go and let him out.
Vulgar beast.
I'll see
Let 'em
myself
out. Take him off to the side.
Bring them out to the back door. Let's see what. Obviously, one at a time.
Bring him out of the back door. They're both definitely male, and comes out, kind of bows his head towards you all. Looks better now that he's been fed and had some water. Very kind of nervous, but yeah, just kind of like the whitish, grayed over eyes. Not really any pupils to him that you're seeing. Just sort of nods. And do any of you speak Celestial?
You think I don't?
Yeah, no.
You have languages, right? Did you get 2 new languages?
I did, but I didn't pick Celestial.
What the fuck, man?
Understand? Go fuck myself.
They say something to you as they bow their heads. Very, very nice, kind sounding voice. Almost like an elven, but seemingly older, more fluid. Not a harsh sound to be heard.
Mr. DM, I would fully appreciate if you'd go vigorously fornicate with yourself.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's pretty much it.
Right.
Kind of opens his hands.
I will say, we don't speak whatever language is the person.
Puts his hand up. Wait a moment.
Xylea could probably just telepathically, because she doesn't have to speak the same language with them, just has to have a language with them.
Yeah.
She can say, what was that?
She hears in her head. I am Kev. We are.
No, it's, sorry, the creature understands you only if the two of you share a language.
Okay. It puts up a finger and kind of gestures to his chest. Kind of holds his hands out and says,
You need a spell focus of some sort, crafting. I'll on the ground draw like a holy symbol, like a circle with a chain of like linked chains around it, and then put the sign of like island on it or something like that.
You put that on there. He'll get down on his hands and knees and kind of lay it flat, and kind of like nods excitedly. And in the sphere, he creates 2 large pairs of wings, and it almost looks like a sun in the middle. Giant wings.
Okay, religion on that?
Absolutely.
Its religion is 23.
Yeah.
It's Vecna.
Absolutely Vecna. It's the hidden symbol of Vecna.
Which I make him, but I can listen.
You would recognize it as a symbol of angels, which with that roll would immediately make you think potentially Pelor or some other form of sun gods. You know, not many divine casters have really survived or been about since the Blight has taken over. It was kind of believed that divine power was dead, as most people don't seem to have a connection to their gods in theory.
That's fine.
We have no name for him, but I would like to see if we can try to get a name from him. Trying to do like Mist, Rain, Reek, Xylea.
Kind of writes something down in script. Indiscernible. But
Is he not talking outside of this zone at all? Well, he's spoken Celestial.
he spoke in Celestial.
Yeah.
He kind of writes something in a script next to the holy symbol, just sort of scribbles it out, and then he'll say to you, he'll kind of gesture down at the drawing you've made in the ground and says, Sheloth, Sheloth, Sheloth,
Sheloth.
Sheloth.
So it's Loth. Release the second one.
Absolutely. Bring the second one out. The first guy definitely seems to be like anxious, as you can kind of pick up that you're getting ready to go in a good way. Just you can tell he's happy that you're going in again. Speaking in Celestial as you kind of go in. But you bring the next guy out. Very, very similar. This guy, a little bit shorter, but I mean, if you've not really seen many creatures like this, just sort of kind of beat up, tattered rag clothing. Not nude, just tattered rags clothes. Speaks in Celestial, kind of a little more lively to him. Speaking in Celestial, and kind of seems to be like bowing his head and has his hands crossed and kind of shaking them at you guys and showing gratitude. Speaks to his friend. You hear the word Sheloth come up a couple of times.
Do they both seem to refer to each other as Sheloth? Or is one just like, does one kind of like say Sheloth and the other one kind of says it to him?
The other one kind of says it to him, and as that happens, it looks like they're kind of discussing sort of what to say, what's happening. The other one kind of stops, points at his friend and says, Sheloth, Sheloth, and kind of points at himself and says, Rajans, Rajans, Rajans. Kind of points up at the sky as the sun's kind of coming up and shining down on the building. Says, Rajans, chance. And kind of bows his head.
Smells of radiance.
And kind of points at the both, or at the three of you and Xylia. And just kind of looks expectant.
I would like to look for Verita and see if she speaks Celestial at all.
Absolutely. Verita will come up in her golden dragonborn form, and it does seem like she understands Celestial.
I'll tell her to just give these people a tour of the town and a rundown.
Sure.
Let them know if they're safer here, then they'll be leaving.
Yeah,
More people will see them and try to murder them.
absolutely.
And have her show them where the forge is, where hopefully they can make them each a holy soul.
She bows her head. It'll be done. Thank you. They are
After that, I'll rest.
grateful followers of an old divine god. They will be useful here.
If not, we'll just kill them later.
But that's the two pale figures. What all would you like to do? Would you send more? Play with any of the others?
I think that's good for the night. Go to bed.
Get some rest?
Wake up the next day.
Get some resty rest. The three of you go ahead and roll me Constitution saving throws. Dave, you could roll one for Xylia. That's why I'm asking you.
Natural 20.
Fuck yeah, bud.
For a total of 22.
24?
24. Fuck yeah.
Natty 20 for 23.
God damn, another natty 20. Holy
I rolled a 19.
shit.
So
Yeah, I mean, close.
24, 22.
I know. I fall short. I know.
Yeah, maybe you should
Fucking
get that.
19.
Right? I know.
Yeah.
Just
Just be
around.
better.
You could just get up to their level.
Okay, my bad.
But no, that's awesome. Mist through the night as you're kind of watching them. It looks like the weed that's in them seems to kind of just be at a static level. Doesn't seem to formulate or seem to progress. Doesn't seem like there's any disappearance of any sort of magic. It just sort of seems like their bodies are like breathing this
Thing is, though,
weed.
I'm at 19 and still got higher total than you guys, so. Just thinking about that, I was like, the fuck?
I don't ever have to roll. What's your bonus?
It was 5.
Plus 5, yeah. I think plus 7 to my bonus.
So yeah, your levels of exhaustion go.
Just don't ever need to roll them.
Right.
And you wake up feeling refreshed.
Feeling good.
On Wednesday. Except it's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
The image of me that you see is distorted by some broken skin. It's hard to see.
I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do that one. I think I want to do it mascot style.
That'd be great. Do a Randy Marsh cosplay.
Just a big round head. I found that. It was really weird because literally it was sitting in the parking lot like 3 cars away from my truck.
Yeah.
Nobody knew it was my truck, and it was just like sitting in the parking lot when we were leaving the after party, and I was just like, oh, that's weird. And somebody was like, isn't this what you're doing tomorrow? I was like, yep.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Oh, that's a dude.
That's gore.
Yeah, Gore the Godslayer, the reason why I'm fucking bald.
No, I just didn't know that's what that was. I thought that was just
So what's your
something-
excuse?
Mm.
What's my excuse?
Alright.
It's hot in the shop.
Old people.
That too.
That's the excuse.
That's too.
It's already growing back.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of hair compared to what I had the other day.
Yeah.
You bigged it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing when you big it. Yeah.
So, you awaken. Seems like the town's already kind of continuing its process at rebuilding and fortifying. People are already out walking the wall, but no news to report. You kind of check in with Chaddix and Delwind at the start of every day. They seem to be up and putting in the most hours out of anybody and really helping, trying to run it as best they can. But they've just kind of been stuck with the same plan, like really trying to make some of the houses more livable, gather as much like salvageable pieces of wood, stone that they can, put it all off to the side and figure out what to do with it. But yeah. No further visitors from outside. Just lonely little used to be crossroads.
Is that crossroads anymore?
You all kind of taking it over.
Couldn't rename it.
It was almost raised from the map, if not for your interest.
Is he still gooey?
Still gooey, a little slimy on his skin. You got this nice little like reflective kind of sheen to
Shiny.
you. Yeah.
It doesn't seem to be the stuff that came out of the pool. Or that was collecting in the pool.
Not necessarily. It's similar. Just in like its translucency and consistency, but it does not seem to be like poisonous or full of disease.
While they're sleeping.
Could be watching us?
Of course.
Absolutely. He will watch you while you sleep.
Nice.
I would like to use restorative measures with my last spell slot and just hit him with that touch boiling creature and end any disease on him, attempting to end Weave-Blight on him.
Give me a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
And a d4 because I have the
And a d4 with the resistance.
as well.
Well, how about 24? Oh, I'm sorry. 29.
Definitely.
Is that a nat 20?
That's a net 20.
Nat 20 plus a 4 on the
Plus
d4.
a 4, plus my con modifier is a 5.
And that's a 29. Really seems to happen. Still slimy, still has his extra arm, seems pretty kind of static. You can tell kind of like the weave that you can see within his body is pretty static, doesn't seem to react at all. Just kind of seems to be completely fused. You're kind of gathering by that. It doesn't seem like he's contagious, as you know, the slime doesn't necessarily seem to get on you or pool off of him in any way. Usually when you interact with him with magic, you can see other things trying to happen. It doesn't seem to be the case.
Cool. And then, yeah, where's the long rest?
Long rested up. And then, the day is yours. Karen's moving around a little faster today. Just wait. She'll almost have enough strength to call for a manager soon.
It's your manager. Is that a dexterity saving throw?
South Park. Randy goes falling into the Karen. Says that, and it's like everybody gets blown back.
Oh,
It's really sad because he goes back to old Randy, and they're like, no, we need new Randy. Hey guys.
Sorry about all the weed.
Oh, really?
He just kept saying that to everybody. This goes back to being a scientist.
Oh, really?
And they're like, no, we need you, Randy. We need the Karen Randy. Anybody need anything while I'm up?
Root beer, please.
Root beer?
Do
Or no, I'm sorry, they're all out. I drank the last one.
You didn't get more?
what have you got the most of?
I did. I threw the 7-Up in there. I'll take one of those.
Take the winning lottery ticket.
Don't have that.
Damn it.
These teas on this.
Well, would. I just would have my own place.
Yeah,
Be a
true.
little bit different setup.
Very true.
We won't know Dave won the lottery, but there'll be signs.
There will be signs.
You want one, Alex?
I don't know, man. Whatever you got the
Squeezy go.
most of.
What do you want, Jesse?
I'll take 7-Up.
Yeah, mother.
So just shall we go downstairs then today? I will have slightly less healing, but I'm so good. I would like to bind Degresh in the morning, which means I lose loot.
Right. But you have Degresh.
But I get Degresh.
Sure.
Another thing too before we get into that. So this thing is now corrected because I had it written down that my key save was 13 and not 12, and now it's correct on here. So does that mean it's actually 14?
It's actually 14.
Yes. I can use him, but he's bigger. If you want, there's in Undead Special, there should be floating heads.
Okay. Yeah.
Like the ones that we usually use for the familiars.
Undead special. Oh yeah, like these guys.
Yeah.
Or do you want the one with wings?
Perfect. No. The one that we always use is perfect, yeah.
Yeah, I like that
I'll
one.
give that one back.
Cool. Put the float back in aberrations.
Could you hand me a green marker,
And
please?
this one.
Green marcador. Because somebody's gotta be special over here. I don't understand. It's totally
Got it written
fine.
down, man.
I guess I
Is
was
that
gonna
what I'm
fuck
supposed to do? I'm
myself.
supposed to be taking notes.
Yeah, on my table, you dick.
Draw a big old dick on my table.
It's your side of the table. If you want a big old dick, stare out the whole time. I'll unzip my pants.
So after that, we just look your way.
Yeah.
Go on in.
Yeah.
Try and see if you can clear the rest of this place out.
Yeah.
Go in, double check, make sure there's nothing upstairs.
Nothing upstairs.
Nothing in the middle.
Nothing in the middle other than the pool.
Mhm.
Give me investigation checks, each of you.
Ten.
With Degresh, can he be assisting me at all?
Yeah, he can assist you.
That's super freaking cocked.
14.
So it's 10.
26?
Yeah, with a 26, you'll know the pool does seem to be only slightly lessened. Not the water level has sunk a little bit.
I also too would have, on both levels, would have been obsessively checking everything because it's actually one of my traits is I can't leave a room without looking for like hidden entrances and stuff like that. So I would have.
We looked pretty heavily because we pulled all those tool shelves.
Oh,
on the
that's
top
yeah.
level
You're
down,
right. You're right. Yeah, because
all the tables, all that stuff out.
Yeah.
That is true. I
That
did
desk
forget you
is-
had that. Give me a. How would I know that? Give me 2 separate investigation checks, Jesse. One for the top level, and one for the main level. So top level first.
Is that 18? 25.
Absolutely. You would find a trap door on the top level. So if I can just cover this way. So in the top level, you have a door, or trap door anyway, over here. So when you all went upstairs, you found that there is basically a large experimentation. It's all an open chamber. But there are like experimentation tables. There were shelves with tools, all sorts of different tools, smith tools, surgery tools, all made out of metal up here. And then there's like a graded floor. It just seems to be like a huge drain. And then a bunch of larger prison cells. And a trap door at the edge. And it looks like when you open it up, the walls seem to have indentations that pop out, and it becomes a ladder down to the first floor. So it becomes a first floor ladder down to that hallway right next to the back door.
Okay.
The Displacer Beast room is right there next to you.
Okay.
But there is a trap door on the top level.
Nice of you to notice that before we took all the metal tables and chairs and stuff down the stairs.
Well, I'm sure I was carrying most of it.
And then one more for the main level.
Behind the trapdoor by the Displacer Beast that's going up.
22.
Absolutely. So on the main level, I mean, you fucking have seen it on the map, but nobody's really seen it. You notice there is a secret door right next to the middle staircase that leads into that little chamber where you found the lonely Sorrowsworn. I guess it would be lost. The lost Sorrowsworn. The claws. So there's just another entrance into that room next to the staircase.
I guess this is, we're double checking. I guess we can say that that's how we found it this time, was being a lot more thorough.
Well, I guess, I mean, part of what we're doing is just go through and double check. Already pulled all the furniture out of both of these.
Oh, I know, yeah, because somebody needed a new office, right?
Yeah, dude. This place is huge. But yeah, going down.
Nice things on my workbench. I don't have to. Digresh is just like floating by me now as well.
Yeah.
The aberrant guy.
Christ,
The eye and the multiple eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a little gazer dude just following you around. Digresh just seems to be chilling, happy to help. Just now you can telepathically communicate with him.
Does it seem to be any different? Does he have better understanding things? Like he can speak better telepathically?
Yeah, seems to be very intelligent, actually. Seems hesitant to share information a little bit, but very willing to kind of adventure with you, if you will. So he kind of had a rougher voice in the few words that he was speaking to you. In your head, you hear a more kind of what you'd expect to be a gnomish man's voice. Thank you. We will do great things together. It will be great. I've traveled these lands. I know many things. It would be nice to not be this at some point in my life. Thumbs up in your head.
No, I just thumbs up at him.
Yeah.
Telepathically, I don't know. We'll do what we can to try to get you back to normal form at some point.
Thank you. I will provide as much use as this form can. And at that, would you like to go down the staircase along the wall as you did last time, or would you like to descend the central staircase? You do know that there was a door at the bottom of those steps.
Both sides?
Just the middle staircase had the door at the bottom. The staircase against the wall seemed to be open towards the top level, and you never descended that staircase ever to check.
Yeah, I think we should go wrestling right by the wall. By the wall.
Like
Theory
splitting
doesn't
something in the middle.
right in the center. Yeah. So we're not walking down right into the middle of everything instead of coming in and inspecting.
Absolutely. Coming in on the staircase in the wall.
On the
Your
wall.
rapier's light, your wraps are light still. So you guys each have central
This
light.
way.
And then I'll give you a torch. If you want, you can hold a torch, a shield, a rapier, and a scimitar for now.
Need a shield, and a torch, right?
Well, usually you kind of have to. There's like
Kind of have to
different
hold the
braces.
shield
It's hard to hold
Okay.
it.
most ways.
I mean, I could tie a shield, or tie a little rope
Torch and
around
shield.
the shield, the short torch and shield. But you can also pretty easily drop a torch and grab a dagger if you need to throw it
Yeah.
or that. So I have a green light, he has a silver light, he has a blue light. She's on fire.
And we have a torch.
She has a torch.
And then we have 1, 2, 3 torches at least out.
It's easy enough to see in this room. When you come down here, it looks like the same, just kind of like solid, almost like concrete block type walls, very sanitarium, like just kind of plain. But there's kind of this translucent sheen in certain places on the walls, just kind of like moisture buildup. And the light seems to reflect really well in here. So when you bring a light source in, you can see. As you descend the stairs, what would you like your marching order to be?
I'll be first.
I'm very behind.
I'm always willing to be up front, but my body regenerates much quicker than all of yours.
True.
But it's fine.
But you can heal us from any incidents that might afflict us.
I can heal myself from the
I
incidents.
understand this. But if I can't, I should be protecting you is what I'm thinking. Unless you disagree, then.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes.
I just don't mind being afraid. Like literally, like this part of like the healing is in tanking a little bit, but because I have the ability, like how you get the extra maneuvers, I get extra like hit die basically to heal myself as a regenerative. So I don't mind being up close to the front. So I'll be right behind you, which puts Daggerash right behind me and I'm floating. And then I'll put Gabluch on Reek. Does he fit on my square anymore? No, because I have too many potions on.
You can probably lean him on you. Yeah, there we go. Now he's in your square. Yeah, blue on Reed. These guys aren't here anymore. Yeah, you descend the stairs. You find a long chamber. As you enter into this space, there appear to be like perfectly shiny chrome or maybe even stainless steel looking hooks sticking out of the wall. All of them seem to not be holding anything, just hooks. Across the way, shelves. Looks like the shelves are completely empty. Very, very clean, solid wood. Nothing appears to be on any of the shelves. And then across the way, looks like maybe a counter. Not really sure from this distance. Cruise on in.
Down.
Can walk on down.
And then the green glow of my eyes will just completely disappear. And the Ganesh's eyes will be glowing just a little bit. It's just right there. I'm just going to be watching through his eyes because he has dark vision, 60 feet. Just makes this whole thing a little bit easier.
Yeah. As you walk in, you can tell there's this large counter, basically. And it's all made out of this carved perfect stone. Looks like there's a giant basin. Like, spans about 15 feet in this corner. Whether it's a bath or something like that, like it can easily be used as a bath, but it's deep. Looks like it's got some sort of liquid in it. Very translucent. You can see the stone in the bottom of it. Very, very well carved out. Just a basin of sorts. And then a large wooden door, very, very solid wooden door to your right.
Can I do an alchemy to try to figure out what the heck is in this?
Absolutely. Go and give me an alchemy check.
13. So I can't roll higher than a 3 on my alchemy.
Can you interact with it?
Yeah, I hate that.
It's water, but it also seems to be slightly acidic. It's not completely acid. It's just kind of a potent, soury water.
Lemonade.
From Manitou.
Lemonade.
Water man.
You gotta try it. Like, no, I don't. It's terrible.
Fucking horrible.
Nobody likes it, but
Disgusting.
oh, it's so good. It's like people are like drinking like shitty brunettes and like love it. It tastes like strawberries. It's just like strawberries.
So good.
No, it doesn't. It tastes like strawberry perfume.
Give me a perception check.
$17.
17. As you approach the water, and even as you get ready to interact with it, you can tell it has just the slightest bit of movement in it. There aren't any rings, no real waves, doesn't look like there's anything in it. It just seems to be slightly moving. Just every now and then you can see a slight rise in the water, or a slight dip in the water.
Ray's gonna go up and check the door.
Door is very much locked. But you guys have a giant ring of keys. Rigo, anything you'd like to do in this space?
Doing my thing, looking for switches, trapdoors.
Any particular place you'd like to investigate? You've got a lot of hooks. You've got
Yeah.
a large basin. You've got...
I mean, yeah, because when I'm like 6'4" now or some shit. Oh,
Yeah,
how high
basically.
up are the hooks?
The hooks are only about like 5 feet up.
Try them.
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
Is it a 5?
With advantage. Sorry, this is kind of your thing. This is in your background.
Okay. 27.
Holy fucking shit. Yeah, that'll do it. You go up and you start messing with the hooks, and you realize that each one kind of has a little bit of a give when you put something on it. As you're kind of messing with each one, you'll kind of go down, you'll tap one down, and as you let go, it comes back up. But each and every single one of them seems to do that. Kind of goes down and flips back up. And you can hear, every time you push one down, you hear like a tuk 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 within it. You kind of put your ear up to it, and you can hear it kind of deep within the wall. Every single one just has the same little like click, click, click sound. So then you get the idea. You stand between two of them, and you kind of depress two of them, and you hear click, 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 and it seems to cease. You let go of them. It's very, very minute, but with your ear right up against the stone as you're investigating these. So you're thinking that each of these hooks kind of corresponds to something. Affects something in the room.
Luckily, they all know we're here now.
Because they didn't know that before.
Right?
Try and be relatively stealthy.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Relatively.
My giant ass just looks at you like, really? Where do you gotta be right now?
And those are, again, shelves on the wall?
These are shelves, yeah.
Do they have, what do they have on them? Sorry, I was making sure.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Just very, very clean, very, very solid, like polished wood. Not a fleck of dust. A little bit of moisture buildup in some parts, but it looks like it's been stained. The moisture doesn't seem to affect the wood at all.
Door's locked.
Door's locked.
I would like to unlock the door.
Absolutely. Give me. I mean, you have your.
Thievery. Thieves' tools.
You also have your keys.
Yeah. I'll thieves' tools first.
Okay.
Thieves' tools start trying to figure out keys. It's a 24 with my thieves' tools.
24. Yeah, you hear the lock give. You're pretty sure. Trying to open the door.
Yeah.
It seems very stuck. The handle actually turns, gets full way. You can kind of tell a little bit looking at the door. It's a very, very solid wooden door, rotating handle, but it just does not budge, not even a little bit, on either side.
Just focus on getting some levers to probably pull down the correct levers to move whatever's in front of the door.
Yeah. Could try that.
How would you like to go about that?
Were you noticing any pattern
Give me an insight check.
pulling those levers?
Every single one of them seemed to react the same, and you kind of went up and down the line, pulled two at the same time, and
When you pull them,
Tension never
they
seemed to-
go back up.
yeah, never seemed to have any sort of resistance or anything like that. You're pretty solid that, you know, each of these kind of give the same way. But with that insight, you're also remembering there were approximately 7 or so creatures that were kind of like the surgeon-y guys with the little spines sticking out of them. Approximately 7 of them. Maybe each one of these corresponds to one of them.
Maybe if you can you pull down 2 at the same time, or are they too far apart?
Yep. Down to the
Maybe
same
have
time.
him pull down 2, and then you can go in and pull down 2.
Pull down 2. Pull down 2.
Have him go to the next one after Rabbit right there. Boom. Get those 2, so that gets those 4. If you guys pull down those 4, door's still nothing.
Pull down the 4 and you can hear. And it seems like something is stuck.
Have Xylia go to the next one and pull down the next 2. And then I would go next to it right there and pull down the last one.
Pull down the last one, you hear. And all the hooks seem to stay disengaged at the bottom.
And I'll go open the door real quick.
Door opens up. What's your light on you?
I have a torch, and so torch is 30-30, plus my gazer sitting here, so I have 60-foot dark vision. So I've been watching through his eyes, plus a 10 or a 5-foot dim, or a 5-foot bright, 5-foot dim. So I have 3 different light sources. I have magical dark vision and natural light.
Excellent. You open up the door, and immediately as he opens up this door, you all see this fog. Almost seems like just this fog of almost glass. And you see flecks within the fog as it kind of rolls into the room a little bit, completely from floor to the ceiling. And it is cold. You don't seem to really mind so much, but it's a chilly, chilly fog, and you can only see maybe 10 feet out in front of you, but everything else beyond, I mean, you're just looking into a room of this fog mist, just this silvery gray mist. Give me a perception check, Augustin. 18. You do hear what sounds like a voice speaking in common. There are guests here. Be prepared.
We are not actually guests. We are here to murder you.
Come murder us, friend. We'll wait for you. Immediately to your right, within this mist, you see a massive, spiky, like frozen pillar. Solid ice. Give me one more perception check. And your gazer can help. That's alright if you're looking through your gazer.
18.
Yeah.
I can move my gazer. 17. That gives him a 19. And he's just trying to kind of stay hidden on me as well, like kind of tucked down behind my shield so he doesn't get wrecked.
Alright.
Even though he's better than my bat was. Brute.
For sure.
No hit points.
Oh, yeah. AC 23, get missed.
Mm-hmm.
You take 9 points of piercing damage as you see this. Pull these out for a reason.
Cultist.
Small little like cultist dude, just barely within the mist. You see, looks to be like kind of covered in this frost, frostbitten humanoid. Has this long rapier. Looks like maybe a vest, really nice, like almost noble clothes, but just frostbitten, completely frostbitten looking humanoid. Pokes into you with a rapier, and that'll be initiative.
Just keep it on the table while I do that. There we go. 'Cause that makes sense.
So that's going to be... Of course, that makes sense. Okay. All right.
I have Xylene pulled up too.
Sweet. Thank you. We'll go ahead and start with Rain.
19.
19. Mist.
15.
15. Xylea. 4. 4. Perfect. Reek.
And Globlute's right after me.
Right.
11
11.
with my +7 or my +8.
Nice. And then Bleat, which is
Is
Daggerash.
is 11.
11 as well, I'm guessing behind Reek.
I'd like to. Well, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter.
I mean, it can be up to you guys. You want him to go before?
Doesn't really matter. He's not helping him anyways. The wood's helping him, so.
Right. That one. You got an 11. You have a much bigger modifier. What's Digrash?
3
Laser?
plus 3.
That's a plus 3. They'll say. See? So, fantastic. They all just go at the same time again. That's just how it is.
You go looking for the green thing that's over there.
Great. So, Rain, you are up.
Right there, right in front of
On the Rain goes over,
You hear and see this kind
goes
of
past Mist,
Oh,
and it goes in and attacks fucking douchebag that just stepped.
So, with 30 feet of movement, you can get here. But that's as far as you can get. Do you have any additional movement?
Don't need it.
You gonna shoot him?
No. Have lunge.
Nice. Yeah. Cool. So right there.
Yep.
You got this giant icy pillar in front of you that seems to be providing him a little bit of cover. It seems to be, maybe about like a 6 to 8 inch diameter with a lot of like metal shard or icy shards kind of poking throughout. But it looks to be from floor to past your vision.
Well, I'll attack that guy with Rapier and Scimitar first.
Pardon?
Is it the same time or one or the other?
Yeah, you could do it at the same time. It doesn't matter.
Let's switch to order.
You just pick which one's your rapier, which one's your scimitar.
Right.
If you're colorblind, self can
I
differentiate.
can. We have Rapier and Scimitar. Cool. Rapier gets a 20, dirty 20. And
Definitely hit.
Scimitar gets a 16.
Also a hit.
Rapier is flipped. Scimitar
Did
is.
you get extra damage for lunging?
Don't think so. I use a spear. I already died to do it.
Usually, whenever you use spirit, you get some.
Oh yeah, I get my spear already died with it. So it's
The damage. Nice. Add a D8. You have lunge in both of them, yeah?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
2D8s.
on that.
Excellent.
Nice. Wouldn't expect anything more.
True rain.
Couldn't expect anything less. So we have 13 points of damage from the rapier,
13 hurt.
and 8 points of damage from the scimitar.
You said 21 total?
18 and 4.
Oh, 18.
right?
18 and, no, 13
18.
and 8.
13 and 8.
It's 21. Okay. Gotcha.
Right.
Sorry. I marked the 13, and I have to mark the 8. That's easier for me to do. Looks critical. You fucked him up hard. Yeah, does not seem to be enjoying itself.
Can he get his fourth strike with a dagger?
You can.
Third strike with a dagger, actually.
You can. Give me a bonus action with your dagger.
Dagger?
Mm-hmm. But you're lunging.
Lunging or throwing.
Or
I
throwing.
was going to say, I already lunged, so I guess I'd be thrown.
You can throw it.
Not good. 11.
11 is a hit.
Oh shit. Okay. And our D4's disappeared. We have. Oh, I still no, because I don't do that. So 7 points damage.
7 points of damage, sure. That is enough. sticking with the dagger, and it seems to go right into his chest, and he just melts into a puddle. Gone. That's it for Marine for now. Mist, you are up.
I fixed that guy for you.
I think you broke him. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Looking for anything?
Okay. As you cruise in there, you are walking almost in a diagonal. But then you can tell. This is Story of a Girl, who cried a river and drowned the whole world.
Oh, she looks so great in the photograph.
I absolutely love her when
so
she's
sad in
smiles.
photographs.
Yeah.
I absolutely love her when she smiles.
Wait, what is this I just walked over?
It is a rug. Be afraid of the big bad rug.
It's a D&D run, so it's obviously plus 13 or something.
Until you deal with a rug of grappling that size.
Right. Just rolls you up.
Goddamn mimic.
Says nom nom nom. You walked all the way over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little rug.
Just a little about that rug, but
It's
that's
fucking,
fine. We'll roll it up.
fucking huge, bud.
It doesn't actually exist because it's like halfway in between space.
Because the office needs a
Look, objects
rug
can
that
exist
pops,
between
right?
spaces.
Ties the whole room together.
It does. It really does. But walking that far, you can kind of see the edge of the rug, and you can kind of assume that maybe it's a square rug, maybe it's a rectangle rug. I'm giving it away on the map, but you know, maybe. Walk me your path one more time.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. As you get to there, there's a man standing. Well, give me a perception check. Since you're right next to him, it's not with disadvantage. Give me a perception.
15?
15.
17 technically if it counts from Dageresh, because I'm trying to look through his eyes because he can see better in here.
Yeah, absolutely, that works. There was a man in the center of the room. Appears to be kind of this pale blue color, just sort of like levitating a couple of inches off the ground. And underneath him looks like a glowing red symbol. Just the faintest red glow underneath him, but he just sort of levitates over the symbol. As you kind of walk into his space, he does seem to like look and notice you. When you see him, it appears that you know this man. Looks like if this is Trin Aima. This is Xylo's brother,
This is Xylo's brother.
levitating there.
See, I told you.
You see a very nice rapier that he has sheathed on his side. Levitates there.
Who? Is whose brother?
Trin Aima, that is Xylo's brother from Pardesum.
I'm going to click down the thing, and so 30-foot line. So 10, 20, 30 if it hits anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
But I need a dexterity saving throw from him.
Dexterity saving throw. And I need to roll. Oh yeah, that's a 20.
You got a 20?
Yeah.
Of course you fucking did. No, he saves nothing.
Is this the brother of somebody we freed?
No, it was the brother of our old party member.
Oh.
who you never met. It's from parties. And
Oh.
Indeed.
cool.
You're
So,
sitting where he's sitting.
Most powerful spell I have on the ground.
Ah.
Pass it on the ground, unfortunately.
Well, it was either that, or I could have had him give me a deck save, or I could have had him give me a deck save.
Another deck save. Unfortunately, he rolled really well. That is missed. Geblut.
Will assist Rig.
Assisting Reed.
And I will say, we have one of the princes of Pardisum here.
Excellent. Reed gets up as soon as it's his turn.
Of course.
It's alright, we'll go fuck ourselves.
I guess I have poison. I could have done poison dart, but that's not really.
Well, as long as it
a whole
doesn't
lot.
bother him. As long as it
Right.
doesn't interfere with
Or
anything he's
corrosive
doing.
dart, but
Yeah, that's fine. On your time, sir.
Oh. Sorry.
It's your turn. You are being assisted by Geblut, but you are also pretty far away.
Yeah.
that spell you told me with plus 40d4
40?
acid damage.
Nice. Of course, he'd say for it.
Fuck balls.
Over the course
Over
of
the
a
course
minute,
of time, yeah.
but
If you can maintain the concentration on it, yeah.
I only have
doesn't
plus
matter.
7.
How many feet a minute? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
Use your
40.
character to roll a
You want to head towards the center?
Yeah.
45, 50. Not really seeing anybody else. You can't really see him.
Right.
The mist is heavily obscuring your vision.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can see silhouettes over there.
That was useful.
You can vaguely tell that there's somebody there. So you could attempt an attack in that direction at
You also
disadvantage.
can bunny hop it.
I was gonna say,
But you also have a bonus bunny hop, yeah.
Yeah.
Racials. Features and traits, racials.
I prefer if you could use specials. Originals. Originals. Backgroundials? Nah, that ain't even close either. Fucking stupid. The first time ever I saw TikTok and just fucking blocked the creator. I was like, you're dumb.
So that was my maximum then, right there.
That is one move action.
Backing up one spot, because I can't use it at speed 0. Yeah, and I could go even more than 15, right?
15 feet? Yeah. So you leap your last little bit. 15. Just kind of straight towards them. Yeah. You leap in, and just from the light from your wraps, you can see pretty well the man levitating in front of you. And he just like fucking almost like Neo dodged this giant line of acid. Doesn't have any weapons drawn, just sort of.
Oh, that's right, I got extra attack. Okay, so this is just both attacks.
Yep.
Standard attacks.
This is first attacks with advantage because
Oh.
you're being assisted.
Oh, okay. Then, let's see. 23.
Absolutely a hit.
I'll just roll a cycle and I'll do the damage together. Is that okay?
What's that?
Is it easier for you if I just roll the other one and do the damage together?
Sure, yeah. Yeah. And your second attack.
18.
Still a hit. Yep. Definitely.
Nine and 11.
So total of 20. Good, decent hit out of him.
What is that?
You punch into him, and his body seems to be more solid than you would expect, but you cause a lot of damage to him. He reacts like he should.
Meat punch? That's odd.
Cool. Nice.
Like I just had a,
It's the Incredible Hulk.
I had a
And then
vitality
Captain
cube.
America.
Oh, nice. That's pretty fun.
Oh my god, Dragon. Holy shit.
I told you the Incredible Hulk's my favorite.
I do.
It's a vitality cube.
Oh my god. That was really good.
Yeah. And then, bonus action, Fury Blows.
Do it. Now, it's not a bonus action to use your hop, is it? You just get to use it if you have
Oh,
movement
yeah,
left.
you're right. Hold on. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it is a bonus action.
Okay, alright, cool. So yeah, you leap in, punch him a couple times, solid hits, reacts to him. But yeah, same thing, he's just kind of this pale blue color. This fog kind of swirling around. That's going to be Degresh. Next. Doing some eye raise.
4 and a 1. So I need a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw is a 20.
And I need a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. Right. 12?
He saved on the nose.
Barely.
So nothing happens. But 2 eye raise.
Connect with him. He's kind of struggling, reacting. His turn.
You guys want more? Help yourself.
I'm fine too.
What's the help you with that? I don't need to eat all this fudge. But at least try the other one.
Yeah, sure, let's try it. Big little chunky look.
Yeah, I didn't know how the flavor worked to it. I think it might be all one flavor and then just the coloring.
Just doing colors.
Well, I'm not sure.
He will move away from you if you want to both make attacks of opportunities.
Hell yeah, I do. Can all 3 of us make an attack of opportunity? He still gets reactions as normal. He can do a bite.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna punch. He's gonna bite. That is a
30-20 on mine.
30-20 is a hit. Absolutely.
6.
6 is a miss.
And then the Gresh's bite
So,
7 points.
is an 11.
11 is a miss as
I
well.
would assume.
He backs up into the fog. Seems to go straight back. Kind of starts chanting something at the edge of your vision as he goes. Cast a little something. And then it's them. God. No. So you're pretty far away. Yeah, we're gonna try it. With disadvantage on missed, definitely a miss. Disadvantage on read, definitely a miss. Disadvantage on range, definitely a miss. You see these almost looks like daggers, a little bluish tint to them, come flying past you guys. Seem to be coming from the other corners of the rug area, further into the fog. Looks to be 3. They all missed. And you hear just a little bit of chanting.
What?
With a magic missile?
Probably not.
Okay.
Daggers.
Kind of.
Magic missiles don't miss.
But you do hear,
Oh, that's right.
kind of surrounding in this whole space, as Trinima kind of starts backing up and chanting something and casting something, disappearing out of your vision. You hear 3 other voices begin chanting something strange. Do any of you speak Abyssal?
No.
No. Alright,
No.
very good. Then it's Xylia. Zalalawa.
Oh,
Zelia.
does Xylia speak Abyssal?
Xyluma.
No. No, she doesn't.
Xylia my balls. What?
It's going to.
There is a little red glowing symbol on the ground in the center of this rug. Or orange, maybe, apparently.
No. She's gonna go. Right there. She's gonna turn into a direwolf.
She going dire
It's a
wolf.
bonus action.
We actually have a dire wolf figure. I just can't see it. Oh, there it is.
She's gonna become a direwolf. And go 5, 10. Can she see anything from there? She's on fire.
Right. Yeah, she emits light pretty far. So no worries there. There is an ice pillar here. And have her give me a perception with advantage.
So 8, 9, 10, 12. So 22 or nope, natural 20 for a 28.
Absolutely, yeah. She can see a body kind of crouched down behind this pillar. But it is 10 feet away.
And she has a 5-foot reach. She will.
And then as she goes in there, hold up. She starts moving. It's about as far as she can see. But here appears that there is like splashing water, almost like a just just like splashes of water coming out in this maybe pool. Little flecks of water even start to kind of come up onto the ground as she kind of heads to the side of him here. A little bit seems to kind of get on him. Is she okay with just kind of cruising around?
No, she's not going to go in the water, I'm guessing. She'll stop there. I'm just kind of trying to keep him from being able to get away very well.
Copy that.
Kind of trying to favor that side so she's not in the splashes on as much.
Yeah, for sure. And it's just little droplets, but every now and then, like, some kind of get almost 3 feet out. All right, that's it for Xylea. Rain, you're up. There's just this ice pillar in front of you. You heard these ice daggers kind of fly past you. One fly past you.
Rain's going to walk around the fucking ice pillar and pick up his dagger,
Heard?
and then move towards this coin in the carpet.
15, 20, 25, 30. Give me a perception with disadvantage.
I can use the dagger on that one. 7.
Yeah, it's the fog in this area is really, really tight. You're not seeing anything at this point.
He's gonna keep moving until he sees something.
Absolutely. 5, 10. Right out here, you'll find another one of these little blue pillars. One more perception check.
With the disc.
With this, yeah.
$14.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see there's a bit of a silhouetted figure kind of behind the ice pillar, up against the wall a little bit, kind of up between the wall. Another kind of like bluish looking nobleman.
I guess the only thing that's left is a bonus action. Throw a dagger at it.
Absolutely. You could do that with your extra arm.
12.
That is a hit.
Throws that B. 5 points damage.
5 points of damage, right?
And remember, most of your stuff you can use up throwing thing, not just melee attacks.
If you wanted to push, if you wanted to trade, if you wanted to, yeah.
Like literally, if like you look at it, a lot of them will just say when you make a weapon attack, so you can literally like trip somebody with a bow,
Yeah.
or with a dagger, or something like that, if you want. Just remember.
But yeah, easily
Those are
enough.
things I didn't look at for the longest time.
That it for you, Rain?
Guess that'll do it.
All right. Mist, you are up. Anything? Yeah, give me a perception check right there. Just a flat roll.
So
And you
dude's,
can use Gaither's modifier.
dude's blue, but that circle's still there.
Yes.
4,
4.
2, 22.
Dope.
Unfortunately, you're not really seeing anything at that time.
It's fine. I'm gonna keep going to there.
You can tell that there's another little like pillar of ice here. You can definitely see the silhouette of a guy on the other side of it. It's not really behind it, so you can pick up that there is a figure here. Still difficult to see. Give me one last perception check.
Hey, natural 20. That was the one I was going for.
There you
so
go.
That's a 22.
Yeah. Okay. As you're right there, there's like an aura of light within this this area. Starts roughly about here. Just this shimmering, almost like dome, leading away from you. Right there. Cool. And yeah, with a nat 20, you'd be able to tell. It appears that there's maybe a body kind of behind him.
Release the spray coming towards them. This black cloud comes to this space right here.
Okay.
And as soon as you get to that space, just so roll flaming sphere. If you go up, all the way over down. Yep.
Flaming sphere.
In that space.
Have fun.
So that is a combustible gas orb. I am also concentrating now.
Okay. As you cast it, it goes out and it kind of rides the edge of the barrier and immolates on top of this poor bastard here.
So it seems to not be able to go through that barrier.
Indeed.
Can I get an Arcana?
Yes.
24.
Yeah, definitely seems like this is a globe of invulnerability
Oh, okay.
on this man.
I always think it was like a tiny hut or something like that. Even worse. Cool. So yeah.
Lighten this guy up. Anything else from like a bonus action? Just Gabloot assist.
I will command the blue to assist, yeah.
Gabloot assists. Rig, you are up. You saw your buddy continue along the side of the path of the symbol and out to the side. You definitely could see like flares of light further in the fog, but you're not really picking up any bodies where you're standing at this point. And then this red symbol on the carpet or the rug in front of you.
Is it moving or anything? It's just glowing.
It's got a little bit of a pulse to it.
Yeah. I've never seen that before, so I wouldn't know anything. Obviously, you just probably go off in the direction mist went.
Yeah.
Roughly.
Do you want to walk over the symbol, circumvent it,
Go around it.
go around it?
So if it slammed against him, technically, he would have to make a saving throw. And then I think it ends his turn right there too. So Dex saving throw.
Well, he hasn't ended his turn.
Well, if it rams against him though.
But it did ram
moves,
against
it
him.
hits it against him, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I can bonus action ram it against somebody too.
Is it Dex save?
Dex save.
Does a 7 save?
No.
Okay.
$11 points.
11 points.
Fire damage.
Seems like he absolutely does not like that.
He's not supposed to.
Looks critical. Looks like like chunks of his body have melted away.
Last thing I'd say, I think they're vulnerable to fire.
Reed, you kind of circumvent around and come walking up. There is a sphere of flame on top of this poor dude as he stands next to this ice pillar.
Probably not going to touch her because I'll probably get it on me. Right?
You can hit him.
You can hit him, but you'll notice like being right next to it kind of sucks.
Yeah, being next to it, it's hot.
Okay.
Really fucking hot right there.
So if you attack him and then move away, it's not bad. Like if you murder him and then take a 5-foot step back, it'll be okay. If you fail to murder him, you have to stay there. That's your fault. You should probably burn for it.
Channel your inner.
Go ahead
What are you doing, Space?
and smack him.
Exactly.
So I get advantage for the first one, right?
Yes. You are being assisted.
For 20
Blaze it.
something.
Definitely hit. You got +9?
Yeah.
Yeah, 25.
Trying to do that.
You got him, my man. This is 1 hit.
11.
11. Collapses just into a pool of water. Just a puddle right there in that space.
And what was that D4 representing?
D4, it's a little bit easier for you now, especially with that pool of light, but you can tell there's a silhouette kind of right there, but there's this shimmering like dome that leads away from you that the ball of fire is like up against.
And just like knock against those. Like,
Oh.
Yeah.
Probably just ready to attack, I guess.
give me more movement.
You went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 there.
That's 25 to there.
You can move around and get past this thing. If you stop next to it, it's gonna.
Oh, yeah, I gotta move away from it, yeah. Yeah, I'll move around, just see what that is.
Which way? You got the ice pillar here, it's kind of blocking you. 25.
Around this one.
30, 35 as you come over here.
Your speed?
50.
Get more of the splashy water over here. Just the littlest bit. You can see on the ground that there's like bits of moisture from what seem like water. Get the point.
Speckles. Why
Yeah.
did Speckles stop at that one?
So that's 35 feet of movement.
Here, right?
So 50 feet of movement puts you in the pool. Looking down at it, it's large enough to create splashes, so you're not really sure how deep it might be.
It's twice now that Ian suggested that one was moving to the water. Which means that for no reason should never move into the water. Is you just cool with that? Yeah, you can stand there. It's probably
You could.
enough.
Cannonball!
Actually, definitely want to move away from the water. Just because,
Don't want to be in it.
yeah,
Copy that.
probably one of.
So that's 35. You could be like 40, 45, 50. Just to kind of come back onto the rug. Or you can take the rest of your movement towards where rain might be.
Nah, right back by the carpet.
50 feet of movement back there. So yeah, I mean, you can kind of tell where he's at. You can attempt to make an attack towards him if you wanted. It would be a disadvantage.
You can dart.
You can dart.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have one more attack, so you
Yeah.
can dart, and then you can flurry darts too.
Oh, yeah, I can figure it out.
It's a quick way to lose a lot of darts, but
I think I only have like 5 or something. No, I know rain can handle himself. Right. Just stay there and ready action, I guess.
Chill for a minute.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to ready because you already did one strike.
Yeah,
So
you
might as well
already
at least
did
throw
an
one
attack,
dart.
so...
Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, I'll try and wing a dart that direction, I guess. Disadvantage.
Okay, yeah, disadvantage. 19 or 2?
10.
10 is a miss.
At least
you
I
see
tried.
the shimmery kind of barrier that you can see because of the flaming sphere. The dart does seem to go through, but it definitely goes past the silhouette. You just lose sight of it. You're like, fuck. That means Deglish.
He's gonna throw 2 rays.
Couple eye rays out.
He doesn't know if the rays are gonna work through the thing, but he's gonna do it. The gazer shoots 2 of the following magical eye rays.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they work, but anyways, if they did, it's a strength and wisdom save.
And definitely just blast off the barrier.
Just hit the barrier. Okay, cool. That's what we're really gonna find out.
That one. Or no. He says, "You seem paranoid, friends. Come, follow me." He backs into the water. Their turn. Against Dire Wolf. Oh yeah. Rapier. Oh fuck, that hits.
Can I get a marker?
Yes. Doesn't matter what color.
Absolutely.
I guess you can take blue. I might need it later. Oh. She takes 17 points of piercing damage.
So that's...
As this absolutely fucking terrified bluish looking
What happens?
noble.
Doesn't she take some cold damage and do a bunch of fire damage?
Oh
now?
yes, yeah. So she does fire damage, and she takes a little bit of cold damage. So
How much fire damage? 2d10 or something like that?
something like that. It's a flame shield. Flame. Help me. There it is. 2d8 fire damage.
2d8. 6. 10 fire damage.
Which really fucking hurts it. It looks critical. And then she takes 5 reduced in half cold damage, so 2. And it's like, fucking, that was not fun. So, it's going to attempt to run. So, attack of opportunity.
Is a fight. That's 15.
Absolutely hits.
Also, that means wild, whatever.
Yep.
So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 piercing damage.
10 piercing damage heard.
Strength saving throw.
It dies. It turns into water. So it fails its strength saving throw.
Then when it turns to water, it is also prone.
Yes. Definitely prone.
And that is a 51.
And then roll me one more time.
46.
51. She can either have diseased fangs that will affect her bite, or she can be rooted to the ground. Which would she like?
Probably diseased fangs
Diseased fangs.
rather than rooted to the ground because that sounds terrible.
Right? Diseased fangs. And it is officially her turn.
Seems like action's happening here, so I'm not saying anything.
She would see. There is. Oh, you've got the blue marker. It is absolutely quiet in this area, but she can see there is a waterfall happening in the middle here. Not like thrashing, but enough to definitely create large splashes of water.
Can she see any platform on the other side?
Not seeing any platform, just like a sheet of this water within the mist. Give me a perception. It'll just be would be a disadvantage from her.
14, so 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22. And then she has also her keen smell, technically.
She wouldn't be smelling a whole lot.
She gets advantage off of hearing or smell.
Yeah.
She's trying to smell where this freaking blood mage, probably sanguine smelling dude is.
A little bit. Looks like he's not anywhere in this area. There is a little bit of a shimmer that she can see, like right in here, right in the edge.
But no platform on the other side of this?
Doesn't look like there's a platform.
So she will move back to here. Because she was just going to run and try to jump over it, but if it's not like everywhere else where it was an end, she'll just move back and growl.
Motherfuckers. Rain, you are up.
Fucking motherfuckers. Steps around the ice thing, whatever the fuck thing it is there.
Little pokey ice poke.
Yep. And hits him with 2 attacks.
Absolutely.
Rapier. Scimitar. Rapier is a 23. Scimitar is a 23.
Definitely both hit.
I rolled 2 16s. So
So now, normally, somebody can go, he could normally go rapier, rapier, 2-weapon fighting, scimitar. Normally.
Right.
So, is there anything with rapier, rapier, scimitar, dagger, like 3-weapon fighting?
Yep. So basically what I'm doing is, as a bonus action, you could get an extra strike. But because you only have your dagger out, you threw a dagger. But you can, if you have daggers in your hands ready, or you have a bow, you can
he's got
attack.
daggers on his belt too, so it's
Because his
whipping
attack
out.
action
Yeah.
is 2 attacks, and then 2-weapon fighting, 3-weapon fighting. So
Yeah. So you'll have your normal attacks are 1, 2, and then now your bonus action gives you extra attack as well. So you get 2 bonus attacks with your 2-weapon fighting. 3-weapon fighting. 3-weapon fighting and a shield. Try the Captain America. I'll give that a shot. Tasty.
Do a D6. 7 points of damage and 5 points of damage. And then you
Still
said-
standing.
You said he gets these two again plus another one.
No, just 2. So basically, you go rapier and scimitar, and then you can do another attack with either of those because you have 2 attacks. So your choice probably the rapier because I think your rapier is better.
Yeah.
And then
Rapier and then bonus.
dagger.
Basically.
Okay.
But the bonus action is another main hand and an offhand.
So then
You have 2 medians.
rapier and dagger. So we have dirty 20,
Mm-hmm.
rapier, and the dagger is 16.
Definitely hit.
So rapier.
So both hit.
And dagger.
You have to roll on the table.
Rapier, dagger.
Ouchie.
Yeah. Rapier is 12 and the dagger is a 5.
12 does it, and as he starts to become water, you just like shove the dagger into like the watery head as it falls into a puddle. You're feeling pretty good about your arms right about now. But you did 5 feet of movement. Did you want to move anywhere else?
You go check out that little cubby hole.
10, 15. Give me an investigation check.
Investigation gives me a 19.
19? Not seeing anything in there.
Which means there's something that I didn't see it, and I will head on
Maybe.
that way.
Do you want to be in the water or away from the water? Okay. 20, 25, 30. Cool. Alright. So that was action bonus and move. Missed, you are up. I'll say.
Move away. And then I'm going to bonus action and smash this against this ice pillar and see what happens.
It melts. Pretty much immediately.
Melts. Does the fog seem to not?
Give me a perception check. Each of you can.
17.
22. Sorry, 21. My math is wrong.
The opens ways.
Perception?
Space only hangs around for so long.
14.
Well, if you let him sit right on
14,
top of
you're
you,
not sure?
He'll lay there for hours and hours.
14, you're not really sure what it does other than this pillar just becomes a pool of water in front of you. The both of you do notice that the fog eases up a little bit and you can see 5 more feet out than you could before.
Now, does that count as a slam, or does it melt as it goes through?
It melts as it goes through.
Okay, so 5.
Just straight up melts as it goes through.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
Come in.
It is rolling on the ground, right?
Effectively, yeah. I mean, it's hovering above the ground, but
Yeah.
it's so bonus action, sphere moving 30 feet. Creature. When you move the sphere, you can direct it over barriers up to 5 feet tall and across pits up to 10 feet wide. The sphere ignites flammable objects not being worn or carried. And it says bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light in another 20 feet.
Nice.
If that carpet starts to light on fire, I will not walk onto the carpet.
The carpet seems like it is being affected by it, but it's not catching fire right now.
Okay. I'm going to try to move it quickly out of the fire then.
Yeah.
I guess it would actually be right here then, so it's closer. Like,
I mean, technically could have even cut that corner more.
I would have cut the corner more because
Yeah.
it's still not burning.
Yeah, you
Try to
could.
get it off of the.
You can tell just like
I
the
did.
faintest little bit of smoke, but it doesn't seem to discolor anything.
It just sears a little bit.
Yeah.
Any loose threads are burnt off.
Well, there's definitely almost like a little bit of ice crystals and stuff that seem to give it a fighting chance versus it. But if it levitated over it, you're thinking it probably wasn't going to be a good time.
It's fine.
Any other movement or anything? from you?
Nope. Bonus action command to Geblut
Give Blue assist.
to assist
Right. Rig, you are up.
Rig.
There's a waterfall, but you cannot hear it.
So she's like growling towards her.
Yeah.
But she moved in and like backed out. You saw it. It probably could tell. She kind of like ran like she was going to and was like. Shh.
And this pillar is no longer.
Is this a source of water? Is this waterfall up here? Is that what a source of-
Waterfalls.
Water. Well, if the water's is the water falling down or the
Straight down.
So I thought it was like a pool and then it was falling off.
Oh no.
No, that's the
Sorry.
edge.
From the ceiling. Sorry.
So he went through the waterfall.
yes.
But with his globe of even fire can't hit me, so the waterfall's not gonna fuck with him. That makes more sense. So it's falling from the ceiling.
Yeah. Sorry.
And that
My
means
bad.
that the water above us is not the best water, so maybe we shouldn't jump in this. That's effectively this is falling from nasty fish water. In theory.
You were kind of close to the pool. Like you walked up to the edge at one point.
It's probably going through a Brita, but it's still
Definitely
not
looks
good.
a little more clear, but who knows? Going through a Brita, goddammit. But that's it for Mist and Geblut. Reeg, what would you like to do? Apparently not exist. You just want to.
And I'll also
Fucking
say,
stand
if you
there.
have fire, burn the pillars after the first one melts.
It's Christmas.
So he's like pushing it on your face.
Is he clawing on you too?
No, not too bad. His back claws are a couple of them are kind of messed up actually.
Dude, Sways was on some fucking crack cocaine last week because you
God.
weren't here.
He was bent, pissed off, spazzed out, run up the stairs, run back down, run into there. So I didn't
And,
know the
like,
cat could move that
Fucking with
fast.
shit on the table, just like
Jumping on the table.
all around causing mayhem.
Just being a dick. Huh?
Yeah.
He's pissed. Like, where'd my buddy go?
He was very offended you were not here.
I ain't gonna touch it, but I'll move back towards the circle, I guess there.
Head back towards this circle.
Yeah.
Not touching it, just walk to it.
Aren't you like a badass Arcana type guy too? Would you just be like, I know what this is because I'm a fucking scholar?
Not really.
You got some knowledge in you. You can give me an Arcana if you want to try and investigate a little more. See if you can discern what it does or what it is.
Well,
Worthless to me.
It doesn't seem to be harmful. Whatever it is,
Dead to me.
you know it doesn't belong to the School of Evocation. It doesn't belong to necromancy. In fact, with a 12, you're getting kind of like conjuration-y vibes from it.
Punch it.
gotcha.
Just start punching it.
Um,
Who called you a bitch? Said you don't know how to fight.
Right foot, let stomp.
yeah.
Left foot, let stomp.
I'm gonna do the hokey pokey on
And slide to the left.
it.
Yeah. But that's 10 feet of movement. Puts you right there. What would you like to do?
Is there anything noticeable about the carpet?
Just a very, very beautiful, lots of colors in it, but just this almost layer of like ice crystal. Like it's almost uncomfortable to walk on. But yeah, just beautiful colors and a nice, very nice rug. Very, very nice. Very pretty. Like something you would find in a castle almost. And just fucking glorious. Oh fuck, I'm a goddamn idiot too. There's also a set of stairs that technically you all are standing in, but I'm a fucking moron.
Oh yeah, stairs. It's in the middle of this area.
I'm a dumbass. It's fine. Stairs don't exist.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, there's like we didn't go down the middle stairs. Which was
There's literally stairs right fucking there.
So we could have gone slightly to the side of the stairs.
Yeah, that works. The door.
Still across there.
Cool.
Those going up or down?
those go up.
Oh,
I mean, you don't know. You haven't opened the door. You won't
It
fucking
could go both ways.
Well, no, because we came down, so yeah.
You could go both ways.
I don't think I could really go either way.
No,
I mean, this is not really do that sort of thing.
it's fair.
Move to the
Don't follow.
other side of the pillar closest to me. Me personally, yeah. Far enough away that we're not.
You can see that ball's just like rolling that way.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to.
40. 45, 50. Try and go this way.
Yeah,
Does he come this way?
it's kind of.
There he is. Cancer.
Cancer. Rolling stats.
I can't fucking read my own handwriting, which is annoying as shit. Oh, right. Okay. Got it. As you start approaching this area, there's a massive, like, metal silo of some sort that has very, very faintly glowing runes just all over the metal. Doesn't appear to be etched, just seems to be kind of levitating just off of the silo. And tubes at about 5 feet up that seem to go up from it and converge on top at about 10-ish feet, and then go up past your vision to the ceiling.
You call out the mist. You should see this. Would I know anything about the runes at all? Or
Give me an Arcana.
Demon's Razor, like in the worst spot.
Dice.
Because I can't reach that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't. 20. Dirty 20.
It's old, very, very old runes. Like it doesn't match a particular school of magic. It's
Like an anthropologist or something.
old, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It'd probably be like history.
Mhm.
Probably be better for them.
Yeah. I mean, even with your history base, this is an ancient form of magic. Like, these symbols are from an older time. They're not necessarily relevant or used in today's age, but it's still a powerful magic. It's free. We've got, unless you want to continue moving forward, you had like 5 more feet of movement.
No, am I far enough away from
You're far from the water.
the? No, the.
You're kind of next to the pillar right
Yeah,
now.
I'm away from
It's
the
just
pillar.
gonna, yeah, it's gonna
Kind of back up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you still have an action. You could be ready if you wanted.
Yeah.
Digresh.
Is going to give me the help action.
Absolutely.
There's nothing to eyeblasted.
No eyeblasties. Okay. Dead and Xylia.
she doesn't do any fire damage on to things around her or anything like that.
No. Just gonna try this little. Move over and attempt to
Just bite at this pillar thing.
bite at it. Give me an attack.
$23.
Definitely a hit.
For 6 points piercing damage.
Absolutely, just shatters it. She slams into it, bites into it really, really hard, and it just kind of bursts into flecks of ice, and then as the ice hits the ground, sort of starts to melt away. She takes 3 points of cold damage, reduced to 1.
1 point of cold damage.
If you need the blue marker.
And then I rolled a 44 and a 68.
44 and a 68. So 44 and 68. She can either transform into a toy or cause a snowball swarm to affect her area.
Transform into a toy. Just because you're right there. There's literally a rocking chair mini over there.
Up in here somewhere?
I think it's on the top, close to me, right there. I can see it down, 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 right there. Back. Nope.
Nice.
I don't know if it's still the same size she is.
No, that's perfect. That works, yeah.
It's a rocking horse.
Yeah, that you see as she bites into this pillar, just this massive rocking chair. She just like
rocking direwolf.
turns into it. Yeah, just starts.
Still on fire.
Still on fire. Yeah. She's considered petrified for the moment. Rain, you are up.
I'm concentrating, by the way.
Oh, that's right.
I'm going to push her over onto the carpet.
Absolutely. Give me a strength check. With advantage, because you have extra arms.
I have extra arms. So I got 21.
How far you want to push her?
Just onto the carpet, so she's completely onto it. There
10.
you go. Yeah. And then move towards the other. Finish out my movement. Moving towards the other
20,
pillar.
25, 30, 35, 40,
Nope. Yeah.
30.
30.
You can see relatively well in here now. You've got about 20 feet of decent. Everything is lightly obscured, but you can see about 20 feet out.
You'll do a lunging attack on that pillar.
Sure.
As the rapier scimitar.
Mhm.
Rapier scimitar. 26.
You don't have to use 2 because your first attack just shatters it.
Oh.
And ice kind of bursts it, and you're able to kind of pull away. Give me a dexterity saving throw real quick.
10.
Yeah, good enough. You're able to get out of there without being affected by it. And your vision kind of opens up more to about 30 feet or so. So right now you can see pretty far and can tell that there's a fucking waterfall there, for the most part. It's 30 feet past that. It's kind of heavily obscured, but you can see like the reflection of the light further in. You got the blue marker over there, Dave? Reed, you can see just past this giant silo there's another one past it. More glowing symbols on it.
Same as the other one. They look about the same.
Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Four. Yeah, one.
Different color. Different color. That's it for you, Rain.
Yeah.
Mist, you're up. Absolutely. And now you can see pretty much completely in here. There's still a little bit of a fog, but like the crystalline that was kind of making the fog really intense, kind of lingering in the air, all of that seems to be gone. So it's just a light fog, but you can still see really well.
Can I see him anywhere? If I move over to here?
Over there, give me a
I've got a
perception.
torch.
Yeah.
Perception. 5.
He doesn't know.
You can see as you approach that area that there appears to be a light source directly behind the waterfall in the corner here.
Directly behind the waterfall.
Anything else from you?
Yeah, because, by the way, I messed that up. Technically, that was bonus action, so I couldn't have done bonus action to assist him because
Oh, that's fine.
I had an action, not bonus action. Yeah. With my action, the light sources look like it's more than 20 feet away.
Looks like it might be about 20 feet away.
No. Then I'm gonna go ahead. So as an action, throws vial 20 feet, shattering on impact. In either case, make a ranged attack against creature. I'm guessing with disadvantage because I can't actually see him.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna whip it at him. Oh, really good and really bad. So disadvantage sucks. That's gonna be yeah, a 6.
Yeah.
We'll just
You fucking chuck it like you mean it to over account for the water, and it definitely like doop into the water like it's nothing, and just
water
seems to go out fast.
Because I was thinking I'd have to throw a little bit live, but
yeah.
but now there's acid and broken glass over there, so
Somewhere
have
in
fun. Even though you're levitating.
Right.
But you know what? You weren't still levitating once you started concentrating on global lesser vulnerability.
Indeed.
Vulnerability.
That is
Vulnerability.
it for Mist. Give
But
loot.
he's casting a spell that is, I believe, higher level than I will ever cast.
Yes, technically maybe.
Give loot. Give loot. Will take the dodge action because I couldn't make him do anything else.
For that. Reeg, you're up. What would you like to do?
I don't want to fucking touch nothing.
You okay over there?
Fall. Fucking miserable.
This thing is only 5 feet high, so you can jump over that like it's nothing. If you wanted. But otherwise, you can see in this area pretty well right now.
I just do acid at the waterfall.
Yep. The fire, you can kind of hear it. And as soon as it gets next to the silo, no sound. In this area, now that those guys are gone,
Well,
you
I
just
guess
hear
I probably
like
threw it and didn't hear the shatter, did I?
you can only hear like almost the faintest, maybe a little bit of rain, like sounds of a sprinkler as flecks of water kind of hit the edge. Now that you can see in this space, it does appear that the roof is about 20 feet up.
Yeah.
And these pipes go into the roof. Above, or is this waterfall coming from the roof as well?
Yep. So you can see it is the roof actually at right about here. It's more like 15 feet tall, as there is a slope that kind of leads down to almost a point, and the water seems to be kind of pooling and dropping out of that.
No fish is dropping.
No fish is dropping.
They can't get it through the filter.
There might be a couple of them just like stuck. No fish is dropping. Rain or Reed, what would you like to do? Stuff is happening.
I'm gonna put this guy up.
I'll make my way around.
Start making your way around.
Yeah.
Me and acrobatics check just for shits and gigs.
Bad idea.
Yeah, more than fine. 20, 25. 30, kind of like 50. And I'll fill these in as well. I think one of the random voices that you have in the town background just said, "Oh, man." Kind of see off in the distance over there. With the fog, you can see there are more of these silos of sorts, engines. They are all looking about the same. Definitely, at this point, you can tell different symbols. Appears like definitely different schools of magic kind of correspond to each of these things. And further on at the very end of the path that you're at, you can see that there's these giant, like, reflective plates sticking out from the wall, and a set of stairs that seem to lead up into the corner, but the fog is a bit too much. Like, that's the edge of your vision so far. And
So there's still okay. The fog's here, just not a lot of ice.
correct. And then you see Trin, who's roughly like thigh deep in the water, kind of looking off in the distance. You see that there's a shattered vial of acid kind of behind him on the ground.
Effectively.
But it's perfectly quiet in this area.
Can I try to hum? Just to check. Nothing.
Definitely silent.
There's 6 of these, and that's it?
That he can see you.
Oh.
Well, maybe able to see. There's another one. Right here. Yep. Right here. But that is just one move action. Reeg, what would you like to do? He is 50 feet away from you. You could dash to get on top of him if you wanted.
I can hop again too.
That's true. How far can you hop?
15 feet.
15 feet. So you could have gone 15. That would put him 10, 20, 30, 40 feet away from you. I don't know what the range is on your darts.
130 or something like that. That's pretty low. 2060.
So he's within range of darts. He's within disadvantage range. He's within range of darts.
We'll give it a shot.
Alright. It's not with advantage, so both of those can be your attacks. No, it is disadvantage. Sorry. It is with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's past your range.
26.
26 definitely hit.
Nine.
9 points of damage. The one dart definitely kind of sticks into him. Probably have more than fine.
I don't know, actually. I have one darts in myself.
That was move, an action, and bonus action. So we got Tigresh.
Tigresh. Can't see him, really.
Can't see him really, no.
Tigresh will just assist me.
Copy that.
You know what I forgot? He assisted me last time for the acid vial.
Oh yeah.
He would have still missed horrifically. It's good. Just making sure.
Oh. So it's Viking count. Okay. Oh no, wait, that's not a thing. Sorry. Yep, you're up. Your face. Yeah, we'll do that. So. So Reeg sees him do something. Self-described. As Reeg returns. Xylee is up. Oh, that's right, she's petrified.
And so she can't attempt a bonus action to transform into something else? Because that was her hope, was that it would just waste the wild shape.
Right.
Or my hope for her.
Unfortunately, no. She's technically incapacitated at the moment.
Oh, okay. Did not think of that. But we didn't also snowball storm the party, so that's good. So she will rock.
Rock and roll. Rain, you are up.
I'm just gonna move up that corner.
Up to this corner?
No.
This corner?
Yes.
Avoiding circle?
Yeah.
$30 feet.
30.
Another 30 or
Ready action. If you can't see anything.
ready to shoot. Okay. That's it for Rain. Mist, you're up.
And I will lift the shield so that Digresh is covered from the water.
Yeah, absolutely. Easy enough.
It's there. As move action, bonus action, I will go. And then, knowing that he's doing that, we'll just test this with anticoagulant dart. I'm guessing it's going to miss him. It's a 15, 22, but it's a spell.
It definitely hits the barrier and just sort of seems to like activate prematurely at the barrier.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting. You said that we were the ones who were so no. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, I don't even know if I can guess that. Nope, I can't even guess it.
No verbal somatics.
It's verbal.
Yeah. But yeah, he kind of looks over at you.
So it's verbal. So I would have then fuck it. I would have thrown another acid vial.
Thrown an acid vial,
Same-
which would have hit.
Well, it'd be 2 less. 20.
Definitely hit.
And it's actual acid.
Yeah, you can see he just got done. As you're walking out, it looks like there's a trail of blood kind of coming from his chest and his doublet, and you can see that his blood or his sword is alight on flame.
Well, you can have acid, so that's 8 points of acid damage.
8 points of acid damage. That sucks. Not fun. Looks like he's bloodied. Bless you.
Thank you.
As if our missed. We got Gabloot.
It's just gonna dodge
dodging.
action.
Dodging. Rig, you fucker!
You fucking brother. I feel like he's gonna want to run in and just beat the shit out of this guy.
Probably. Does he have...
If you don't do what your fucking job is as a monk, I'm gonna fucking hate you forever.
He only gets hit if he ends his turn next to the flame
I
sphere,
know.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh,
flame
so
sphere
you
hit
just roll the
you.
fucker right on top of me, huh?
You're
running. It's
and
technically nowhere
rolling
close
along,
to you.
It's running along behind you.
Oh.
Yeah,
Technically,
you
that
don't
thing
take
doesn't
damage
even
unless
come
you
close.
move. But this is the time to see if you know how to monk.
Yes.
Because you're not level 4 anymore. Starting level 5.
No, no.
It's
Cool.
Shit.
Don't move. You're fine.
It's like, yeah, you got up. It's my seat now, motherfucker.
Alright. 4 other chairs. Well, I guess that's a soft chairs.
Run up to the sumbitch.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a fat cat.
Oh,
right
and you
now.
can see the others now that you walked through. My bad, Dave.
5, 10,
What'd you get
15,
over there?
20, 25, 30, 35. I walked through the water.
You just walked through the water.
Bitch. Oh no.
I don't know.
I might get a disease.
Oh yeah, you're not.
A disease that seems to have not affected him thus far.
11? 11? That's more than there are. I don't get it. Oh wait, no, there could be more. Depending on, because there's the basic schools of magic, but then you also have graviturgy, chronomancy, fucking
Blood magic?
wild magic, maybe blood magic, or hemocraft. Hemocraft really is more of like just a new type of magic. It's not necessarily separated from that.
Yeah.
So I know that that's probably necromancy right next to me. The heart's probably enchantment. Dark, probably.
Dickhead.
But yeah, you move up to him.
He just looks right at me and is like, yeah, my seat now, bitch. Just lays his head back down.
35 feet up.
One big bad guy. Almost dead.
First attack. Damage because of being assisted.
You're not being assisted. Sorry,
Not
I
being
don't know the
assisted.
word.
Well, roll that as well. Strike.
You have to use a bonus action to make him assist, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Definitely don't know how to monk on that one.
One's definitely a miss.
24.
4 definitely a hit.
Ten.
10 plus 2. Good chunk into him.
Flurry of those.
Hurt?
Yeah, 2 of those, right?
Huh?
Yeah, you have 2 attacks again.
You had to fucking say something. You son of a bitch.
It's not my fault.
13 and 16.
Both are misses.
You could have had advantage on them all.
Hmm?
You could have had advantage on them all.
For one.
Something else that you have that you haven't used yet. I know you were like, you didn't play right after we leveled and we went right past level 5.
Got an arm strike. I can do another attack.
So you have attack, and then you flurry, but that's not it. Just more monk shit.
But,
Oh, shit. Okay.
if I was moving attacks.
Oh, no, hold on, hold on.
Well, count it down.
Guess what? It's one at a time. There's 2 key points. Focused aim because I missed.
Okay.
Well, that'll increase it by just 1. He's probably a pretty high AC.
No.
I don't know. Was he even close? I mean, I
Did
don't know.
like the one hit that hit solidly, and the other two did not seem close.
Blue days, and just assessment. Alright, once you get past that.
Copy that. Nothing else from you, Reek, for the time being.
Yeah, I don't
Push on.
know what you're
Go on.
talking about.
What are your class features? Super powerful.
So, as we're looking at this man kind of standing there, his rapier
Did he keep his concentration up?
definitely did. Rapier on fire, stabs into you really fucking solidly with an AC 23. So that's going to be are you resistant to fire in any way? No? So you take a total of 18 damage, piercing and fire. And then he also, just kind of from out of nowhere, sleight of hands, and like whips a dagger into your chest, like point blank, and hits you with an AC 24. It's a projectile.
Deflect, or missiles.
Okay.
Yeah.
No one ever has ever thrown a weapon at you or shot you.
Right.
Ever.
Well, some people have. Yeah. And that's 8 points of damage. So reduce that by a D10, I believe.
Plus
Plus-
level.
Yes. Plus some other shit.
Wisdom modifier plus an extra 20. Something like that. Crazy mo shit.
Use my reaction to deflect or catch the missile when you were hit by a ranged weapon attack.
I like that you can't see the sways on the stream, so it just looks like you're just avoiding the chair.
Roll a D10, I think.
He's wasting your chair.
Yeah.
Asshole.
I know, he looked right up at me like, my chair now, bitch, and put his head back
Move the
down.
feet, leaves the seat.
Yeah. So I will catch this thing.
Okay.
And that was 8 points.
8 points of damage.
Uh, 13.
Yeah.
Reduced by 13.
Yeah, so you reduce all the damage, so you can absolutely catch it.
So I'm gonna keep wing it back.
Chuck it right back at him. Heard. Give me an attack roll plus your proficiency in your dex, your monk attack.
This one's just a regular dagger, it's not like fire or anything like that.
Yeah, just a regular dagger, no fire on it.
So, I'm sorry, I said just attack roll with.
Yeah, with proficiency plus your dex. It's like a normal attack with one of your finesse weapons, or monk weapon.
So plus my proficiency plus.
Yeah. So that
It's
should
the
be
same as
something.
your dart bonus.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
So
24, I believe, right? Because you have a plus 8 with them.
yeah, with darts, yeah.
Yep, 24. So definitely a hit.
And then what is that? A D4?
I think it tells you how much damage it does if you sling it back. I think.
That says I can spend a key point to make a ranged attack as with a monk weapon.
Okay, so it'd
So
be
the dart.
yeah. So it'd be like with your dart. Yeah.
So 4 plus 12. 6.
6, absolutely. So, yeah.
Do I take 8 off of that thing? Oh no, because you didn't hit me.
No,
with
because
it.
he didn't hit
okay.
you.
Okay. Sorry.
He stabbed you really hard,
Yeah,
and you didn't quite see it until the last second, and you fucking like ninja caught the dagger and then just and hit him like dead square in his chest. He's critical right now. And that was his action. Xylea is our rocking horse. Rain, you are up.
With us over here with lights and stuff, is it easier to see?
Yeah, there's still like a sheet of water. It's much less of a waterfall and definitely like just kind of a solid stream of water dropping into you.
Yeah.
So he's prone.
30 feet of movement straight at him. I mean, you have to go through the waterfall, but you can walk right up next to him from where you're at.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Same idea, just kind of shield up
Yep.
so you don't get fully drenched.
Don't get
But yeah, the
fully
water,
hosed to shit.
it's about 3-ish feet deep. It's kind of up to your thighs, but you can walk through like it's nothing.
But from there, do his full attack.
Absolutely.
So, rapier scimitar.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna do tripping attack. Rapier's a friggin' 25,
Definitely hit.
and scimitar is a 19.
So 19 would typically miss, but you tripped him. So roll your second attack with advantage.
Well, if
Oh,
he
yeah.
fails.
It's a strength check.
Trip attack.
Versus
Strength save.
is to do a 15.
Awesome. Does an 8 save then?
Not quite.
Okay, yeah. So he's prone. So give me that second attack with advantage too.
Come pin him in the water, drown him.
Right?
And he kind of falls against the edge of the fucking what you call it. You just roll d20 for damage.
No.
Okay.
You said second attack with advantage.
Yes. Yeah.
And this is the trip attack.
Yes.
So
Plus your weapon damage, because your superiority dice does extra damage too when you hit with the trip attack, I think.
no, I
No.
just add my superiority dice to it.
Right.
Yeah.
To your
That's what
weapon
this
damage.
is.
Yeah. To your
So
weapon
it's,
damage.
yeah, it's
So you roll another d8, right?
oh yeah. That damage. 2. 18.
18, absolutely. So you trip him and he hits the ground, and his form seems to like the kind of like icy chunks that he almost seems to be made out of kind of crack a little bit
No, it's yeah. It's,
into
it still
like
counts when
fractals. So he looks super fucked up.
Because I copy pasted
Give
that.
me 2 more attacks. The rapier. It's probably not.
You have advantage because he's prone.
That's
No.
worse.
Yeah.
13, AC 13.
That is a miss.
And then the scimitar.
This is technically like your... Yeah, you can do scimitar with this. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, advantage.
So scimitar is a 24.
That is definitely a hit.
8 points damage.
I know it's because
8 points of damage.
we usually have a staff.
How do you want to do this?
He was just basically came over, tripped him, fucking held him down, missed the first one, just nails him.
Right in the center of his
Yeah.
chest. Yeah, definitely. Like you kind of skewer his leg, he falls into the water, and again he hits the edge of the pool, and you all can see his body. Like you see his nice clothes, and you can see like these ice shards that are kind of sticking up off of his body as he hits the ground, just like fractals, like glass, just immediately. And then you slam your scimitar down into his chest, and as you do, immediately turns into snow in the shape of his body that just sort of drifts down into the water. And that is where we'll call it for tonight.
It kind of flew by.
Raiden's really liking these extra arms.
Fucking shit up, dude. Fucking shit up.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah. So that's some weed blight. We have a petrified xylea for a moment. And then a melted Trin Ima.
So who knows if that was actually him or something else. But
And we'll see what happens next week.
we'll figure it out. We are not playing tomorrow. Because I have
No
to
game
go to the
tomorrow.
Painted Mines tomorrow.
Yes.
Because I'm only going to be bald for a week and then I'm going to start drawing the shit back.
Yeah. Gotta use it.
I have to shave it off again tomorrow and go do a photo shoot. It was the only day we could go out, so.
Saw your clip. Did good with the Billy Butcher.
Yeah, Billy Butcher
I was
was
trying
fun.
to do
Yeah, you did good.
decent. Yeah,
Billy Butcher was awesome, man.
I had fun with it. Gore was fun, just being creepy.
I didn't see any of that.
There
I saw
were
that
quite a
picture.
few kids that were absolutely terrified, and quite a few kids that were like, "This guy's amazing."
Oh, nice. Oh,
And then there were so many people who just stood super far away and talked about it and never engaged, and I just
Yeah, no one wanted to talk to
they'd
you
say
in
like,
cosplay.
and then they just like, and like I would hear them like over here talking like 20, 30 feet away, like talking, like pointing and like see it, and then just like wave at them, fucking claws, and they'd be like, "Oh, that's awesome," and then they just like run off. Like, I'm not gonna erase this, so it's fine. Since we're not playing tomorrow, we're not playing again until Wednesday, so
That's fair.
I'll leave it all up for us.
Cool.
And all the positions and everything, all the dice. I don't need the table for anything else other than working on minis. But
We're not playing until next Tuesday.
we're not playing again until next Tuesday.
Indeed. So basically, I was a dirty liar at the start of the stream. We don't stream every Tuesday and Wednesday. Sometimes we skip week, but no stream tomorrow. Get some rest, catch up on all the other ones, learn about the story, see what just happened in Weave-Blight and what just happened in Oceanbound. That way you can continue on with us next week on Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday for some Weave-Blight, Wednesday for Oceanbound. Thanks for watching.
Next week for Oceanbound for sure.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Make sure you subscribe. We need more subscribers. Haven't got any subscribers in a while. I know some of you are watching.
Yes.
Click the subscribe button.
Tell your friends
Like.
they like long D&D sessions.
I don't expect you guys to like. We have less likes than we have people at the table, so
That's
I don't expect the fans to do it.
right.